Alrighty, hello everybody. How are we doing today? Hope you're all doing well on this fabulous Saturday afternoon. I forgot what day it was for a second there. Hope you're ready for some more ESCANN gameplay where we just fought the Empire pretty much and go ahead and came out on top. So we're doing pretty well. We had to take a bunch of land off of Arninin, 2 provinces off of Ashenionde, and we had to vassalize Nathalir, which you might figure, and you'd figure right, causes a lot of aggressive expansion. So we gotta chill out for a little bit. All right, we gotta chill out, and by chill out, I mean go to war in the Deep Woods. We have a Deep Woods vassal that is super loyal, and it is their rightful clay for them to own the Deep Woods, and I want to make sure that we can get to it. We got vampires to kill. I forgot to kill the vampires last time, so we got to get started on that. We have to kill Corvuria still because they're still alive, and yes, we do need all of their land, and no, they are not won war, unfortunately. But we can't even think about going to war with them right now before the AI would be like, coalition. That might be enough to get Laurent to the coalition if we annex Corvuria right now. So we'll chill. You know, it's all right. Recover a bit. Maybe we'll do some quick wars for money. Loot people. I want to build more buildings. We need more buildings for sure. But we're doing pretty well, I will say. Hello, Nurkord, Helonius, Nicola Boss, Vlaka, Duker's Mom, Fallen Hearts, T-Arc, I used to chill. How are you doing? Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish the run today, but we might. The mission tree is not super long, but it could be gated behind, you know, own the deep woods, and that will take us a little bit to do. Especially because our vassal can only core so fast. Hello, Kyron, how you doing? You never let unrestricted looting reform go? That reform's kind of good. That reform was kind of good. I liked it. Made a lot of money really quickly, and now we just punch people for money. Doesn't cost us much manpower. You know, we go in, we wipe their armies, we lose like 1,500 guys, and we just lose maybe 1,000 more to attrition. That's a pretty efficient war for 400 ducats. That's multiple years of income. I mean, it's pretty good. Now, one of the problems is that that's gonna be hard to do because the orcs are consolidating the other side of ESCANN. As I continuously beat up my neighbors for money, the orcs then swoop in and take their land. And so we're getting a pretty big, what is it, Blade Breaker, I think, is the big green one. So that'll be cool, I guess. Orcish ESCANN. That is if Gawed doesn't just come in and kill them. We don't have it anymore. Why loot? Because I make, let's say, 20 ducats a month. If I can go to war and do a war in 4 months and punch them for 200 ducats, that's doubling my income. That's why. They all green. Okay, but like the map color is dark green. The map color. There's only one solution: beat up the orcs for money. I mean, yeah, it's just going to cost a lot of manpower to fight them. Stalbor's in such a position, it is fun to conquer ESCANN and being tolerant Castanor? I don't know. I kind of like that we only own stuff in southern Castanor. It's kind of nice to not have to blob into all of ESCANN. We just have to blob into the deep woods. But I feed it to a vassal, so it's okay. Doesn't matter. It's not like beating up people in the deep woods is difficult. Like, conquering the deep woods is relatively easy until Sirenvar hits some invisible power spike, and then all of a sudden there's so many elves. There's so many of them, and then it's a problem. But before that, we should be fine, especially with all the forts we can build in there, because I don't have to pay for them. Ooh. What's more important, lives or cold hard cash? I mean, money's pretty good, you know. All I'm saying is, lives do not build workshops or manufactories. Okay. Cold hard cash does. They're in the trees. Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't burn down the trees this time. Usually, that is the correct way to deal with the deep woods. Burn it all down, or just kill the Fae. The Fae are the real problem. The trees aren't the problem. But apparently, we got to be like tolerant to the Fae or whatever, but not of vampires. We're not tolerant of vampires. We kill those guys. Reasonably so, I would argue. Beastbane approves. Well, he considered his little extinguished campfire and pout, because we're not burning it this time. Yep. Beastbane wouldn't approve being tolerant of centaurs. Well, Beastbane is stupid, because Beastbane didn't realize that centaurs give you trade power on provinces. You know, think about it. Trade company, centaurs, the goods produced, cheese in the Forbidden Plains. We do have to do that at some point. I'm pretty committed to it now. On turning the Forbidden Plains into one giant cheese factory. And if we trade company it, well, you could actually, a trade company in it as the lake fed is probably the wrong decision. You'd want to play someone else, someone from outside of it. Someone like Jad. No. But I do want to turn the Forbidden Plains into just one giant cheese manufactory. I think it'd be funny. There's that new McHarma tree, right? Maybe we could do it as them. So I'm not sure where you're gonna get the money to change it all to cheese as McHarma. Who knows? You're playing Jad right now? Yo, we'd love to hear it. We love Jad. Never finished Spider Goblins? Yeah, I did. I played the Spider Goblins. You're crazy. You're wackadoodle. You're a silly goose. I'm pretty sure I finished the Spider Gobos. Spider Wretch Part 1 and Final. Yeah, look, they're right there. That's 2 whole streams. There's 2 VODs. Oh, maybe it started in a different VOD. That could have also been it. Because remember, it used to be where I would start new runs on the same day. And because of that, sometimes they got a little messed up. That's why I stopped doing it. It just didn't make no sense. Didn't make no sense. I'm trying to look and see around it if maybe it got thrown in with a different video. But no, I don't think it did. If it's not there, yes it is. Just pretend, okay? McHarma's the same subcontinent? Yeah, it is, but I'm just saying... I guess that's a good point, huh? I just said I wanted to trade company, and then I was like, yeah, why don't we just choose someone on the same subcontinent? That doesn't exactly work. You can always move your capital, I guess. Really wanted to. Jad cheese, though. It's that easy. Jad cheese. You could do it as a dwarf, like Verkal Kozanad. If you want to play Verkal Kozanad, you could go out of the caves to the east, and you could just trade company at all. No, I don't know. I don't think the trade goes into the mountains directly, so. But you could take it north. You could take most of the trade north towards the Almdir. So that could be an option. The Ram Dawi. Yeah, you could definitely turn at least part of it and get the trade value still. The stuff in the south, you can't. I don't think you could pull it up. I think it only goes down into the Serpent's Gift and then into Bulwar. Ooh, gross. Bulwar. Bulwar, the land of lots of wealth and yet no wealth at the same time. If you can secure Bahar and the Sorrow, then the Brissan node can be pretty valuable. But you do have to deal with Everthil pulling your trade all game, so that sucks. They're a tough one to deal with because they're going to go colonial, they're going to get tons of boats, they're going to protect trade or pirate you, they're going to pull your trade away with their merchants. Very rude when you just want to keep conquering Hales. Play Jad and eat Everthil. That's honestly the solution to everything. Just play Jad, kill everyone, convert them to the light, save the world from darkness. Easy claps. No notes. Great plan. I don't know what else you could possibly want. You don't have boats as Jad. You don't have boats as Jadari. You do have boats as the Jad Empire. Actually, you get one boat as Jadari. Are you telling me you don't build the one transport boat? Interesting. You don't build the one sacrifice boat so that way you can cross over and kill Damascus? Interesting. When will we do a half-elf run? I don't know. We already played Laurent. So... we've already played Westham. Are there any other silver families? I guess Rogeria? But that's an ESCANN tag, so I don't think they would want to go half elf either. Arboran? The Horse Eaters? I mean, I guess we haven't played Arboran before. Isn't it an older mission tree, though? I guess it doesn't really matter. Rogeria is half orc. Yeah, half orc, half elf. Duh. And Urk. Just an Urk. Hey Brian, how you doing? My Saturday's going pretty good. Thank you very much. I'm doing all within my power to not watch Civ 7 content. I have no idea what the Age of Exploration looks like. I have no idea what the Modern Age looks like. I have no idea what happens at the end of the Ancient Era. Don't know. Not gonna know until the 6th when we play. It's very hard. I want to watch. I want to see. I want to experience. I want to know about it before I go in. But we're gonna be going in as blind as I can at this point. But that's how my Saturday's been. Distracting myself. Trying not to watch. You're gonna pre-order on the 6th when you can start playing it? That's fair. That's fair. Still can't believe we didn't name our House of Stall. The people voted. Don't be mad at me. Alright? The people voted and they wanted the Solnara dynasty. Which we finally got a good heir. It took literally his whole lifetime. We had a 0-0-0. We had like a 2-1-0. We've had horrendous luck in this run with getting a good heir. But we finally got one, and then our guy died. So now we're in a full regency, so we can't go to war for at least 8 years, I think it is. But, you know, we got a good one now. The 0-0 reaction was peak. Well, it's not too often that you see a 0-0-0 ruler. I don't know what the math is on that, but it's not a very high likelihood to get all zeros. Still waiting for us to get a mage? Me too. I love a mage. Hopefully, this upcoming character is a mage. Be nice. I don't think you ever rolled one. You have over 2.5k hours in the game. I don't know if I have either. I don't know. It's like a rare thing to find, and you don't want to find it. It's like a curse. You're just randomly hit with a curse, and you're like, what? Hello? Why? Why did we do this? And why are you here? How are you here? What did you do to deserve to be here? Charles V moment? Damn. Damn. Isn't it just as likely to get 0-0-0 as any other grouping, including 6-6-6? You'd think so, right? Well, I guess it depends on what you consider the random chance, because there are events that give you better heirs, right? Luxstella gives you a good heir. Talented Ambitious Daughter gives you a good heir. So those would definitely skew it. But I've definitely seen more natural 6-6-6s than 0-0-0s. And you would think that you'd remember every 0-0-0 that you get, because they're just that bad. But yeah, I don't know. Watch a little. It's kind of weird that when you leave the Ancient Era, the game just deletes your save file if your score is too low. Go issue. Simply get a higher score or don't play my game. All right. Doesn't it also have something to do with the ruler and consort stats? I don't think so. I've never heard anything about that. I've never seen anything like that. But if you have like some kind of like evidence or someone else like talking about it, I'd love to see it. Yeah, mages, you're more likely to get a powerful mage in Anbennar if your consort or your ruler and or both are a powerful mage. Or they're an elf. Or they're a half elf. Or they're a silver family. Or if you're an ESCANN and it's the Age of Witch Kings, then you also have a higher chance to get a powerful mage. Is there a reason why theocracies can't disinherit? Because theocracies are bad. That's why. Theocracies are the worst government type in the game, without a doubt. They suck. They're terrible. I hate them. You have 1,300 ducats in Bahar and your Gilly Garden Surakesh save? Nice. Nice. Can you make him a general and kill him? In a theocracy? Good thought. Most theocracies, you can't make them to generals, though. Yep, like we get a powerful mage in the Age of Witch Kings? I think so. I think that you are. Maybe, perhaps. Don't take that as a fact, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, theocracies suck. Real life, too, fun fact. Not a big fan of those. But in Anbennar, or EU4 in general, I don't like theocracies. You don't get to choose your heir. Which means you click the button. You click the button, and you get what you get, and that sucks. Monarchies can spend prestige to get rid of bad heirs. Republics can re-elect people to get better rulers over time. Republics have the best monarch point generation potential and the best... Well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. Technically speaking, the highest potential monarch point generation are elves. Elven monarchies specifically. Because you can have a permanent 666. But then again, you could just be an elven republic and do the same thing. And then republics get more government reform progress. You're not a cringe monarchy, I guess. So I guess, yeah, elven republics would be the best because you can get them leveled up faster. But of course, if you're trying to roll for an elven powerful mage, so that way you can get to the minus 33% all power cost spell, you know, maybe monarchy is technically better in that case, but you're really min-maxing there to try and find a very specific thing and make it happen. There's a reform that lets you see the stats. Yeah, that's true. That's true. For theocracies, there is a reform. But that's like tier 8? 6? It's either tier 6 or 8, I think. And that's way too late. Like, the game's over at that point. You've already gotten your, 2-1-2 3 times in a row. Sucks to suck. Is there any way to not have Diodare and Fire? Will it happen no matter what? I think it will happen no matter what you do. And my belief is you should tell the East to piss off. Only choose Western capitals, fire the Diodaren as fast as possible, delete all those forts in Helles, and make sure your army's on your side in Bulwar, or you're going to lose them. And then just walk in, kill them quickly, move on, and conquer the world. As Moonhaven, you get the same 666 for centuries. Whole Republican tradition is always high. Right, yeah, that's why I'm saying I might have been wrong about the Elven Monarchy thing. Elven Republics are probably best for getting the Monarch points. But if you're going for a powerful Mage Elf, it might be better to go Monarchy. Well, no. Probably not, actually. Probably not, because you can just re-elect a different elf if you don't have it. There is always that. Does East Jag get any special flavor ideas? I don't know. Never played as them. I'm not a cringe East Jad kind of guy. Have I taken a peek at the reworked Moonhaven mission tree? Nope, I have not. Yeah, Diodaren's a tough one. It's got a good song at least. I remember my first Diodaren, and I had troops in Helles. And then I didn't have troops in Helles. That was very sad. It was a very sad time when that happened. Yoinked my damn armies. How dare you? Diodaran is very easy to cheese, luckily. Another reason to play as the cheese. Another reason to play as the cheese Jad. Ooh. Alright. We'll get the game loaded up here. When will I play Royal Sard? You mean Laurentish food? Actually, I shouldn't even say that. Laurent's not even scary anymore. Back in my day, Laurent was a scary tag. Now, most games, they just sit there. They don't do anything. Goed supports Sorn cost independence day one, and Laurent never does anything. I don't know. They need to add a truce or something between Goed and Laurent at the start of the game. You can even switch the lore around a little bit to make it work. I don't know. But the fact that Goed can immediately support independence just kills AI Laurent. Just guts him. A while ago, you were playing a Mion and the disaster fired far too late. What? And you were just too strong for it to matter anymore? Or they were too strong and you couldn't beat them anymore. That you did too much development in freaking Take Hand. Fine. I successfully completed a Mion run. I don't have to be mad anymore. Yet. All those forces and troops are in Hellas right now? Yeah, if you're taking up on Diodera and you want to get your troops in the Bulwar. Needs to be a truce between the vassals and Laurent at the start of the game. Would prevent support until Laurent can get them under control. That's a decent idea. That is a decent idea. Just something. It could even be a year. Like a 1-year truce. Oh, I didn't even switch it over to the just chatting? Oops. We've been yapping in EU4. If you have land out of Take End, they take it all. They leave you nothing. Wait, who is they? For what disaster for a Mion? Rebels? I mean, the Civil War one? Oh, like you took something in North Aelantir and then they yoink it during the Civil War? I played Royal Sard and literally forgot. Oh, yeah, I did play Royal Sard, didn't I? They're the tag next to the city across from Wineport. Right? The red tag, I think. And you're like tall, like physically. You're like up and down along the coast. Yeah, we did play as them. Yeah, so Lauren's formable. Yeah. We had all of South Aelantir when it fired. It left me just the Keonai Island and the peninsula. What? Your Civil War went very differently than mine did. I only lost Take End. And everything, and the vassal on the other side. I don't know what you did. But that's rough. That's very rough. Yin appreciators starving over here. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a yin enjoyer. Okay, yin appreciate. You're crazy. Yin enjoyer. Yin, appreciator. Your favorite mission tree is in the yin. You're some of a yin enjoyer? I don't believe you. I think you're lying for attention. Does Corners have content? I do not know. I enjoy thinking one day you'll play Brellard. Why do you enjoy thinking about my suffering? It's fine. One day we are going to have to go back and do that, though. But not today. Today, it's all about Stalbor, where we just got out of a war with a lot of the Empire. We had to fight Istralor, who's the Emperor, who is allied to Goed. We did win, though. It took a lot of manpower, and our king died for it. Not really, but, thematically, he died, leaving us in a regency, but we have secured the land that we need from Arnanen. and also from Esheniande. We have vassalized Nathalair, so we'll need to improve relations with them quite a bit. But we can get it. So that way we can annex them in 1535, because there's a mission for us to do so. Now, I don't know. Okay, they're going to want me to go into Ordia, but not until here. So all provinces in the Daraphan's Folly region need to be owned by me and be my cores. So yes, we do have to annex Nathalair as soon as possible. So let's get a diplomat on that improving of relations. If we look at aggressive expansion, it is a bit high, but we have to sit here for 8 years because we have a regency, so it doesn't matter too much. We are taking espionage ideas currently. We've gotten through the first 6. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. So we got through the good stuff, and the rest of it's fine, I guess. The privateers is bad. Blackmailing's good for vassalization acceptance. More favor growth is always fine. But we got through the important stuff, but we do want to finish it so we can gain that -2 national unrest and the 15% cav combat ability. We cannot do that for now, but we need to go to the adventurers, and we need to give them vampire trackers. National tax modifier -15%, but it's necessary for our missions, and so I'll do it. We shall not relent. Corvuria itself might be freed from the perfidious influence of vampiric monsters, but our advancing forces have not managed to capture all of these fiends during the conquest. Some have managed to escape their just fate and slithering away into neighboring realms or even further afield, where they mistakenly consider themselves beyond our reach. It is now upon us to disabuse them of this notion and hunt them down. Unfortunately, we do not possess unlimited resources to dedicate to this just endeavor, which is why a controversial debate has been raging over the last months regarding the question where we should focus our efforts of our seasoned hunters. Many consider the borders containing the easternmost provinces of the Empire of Anbennar and directly bordering the former Corvurian lands as the most obvious choice. Others suggest that Ismeria, with its opulent river parties and pampered aristocrats, might be a more attractive destination for those bloodsuckers eager to return to their decadent ways. Another target suggested is the Dame's Head, with its thriving cities full of potential victims to sate the hunger of even the most gluttonous vampires. Some even consider the rich port cities of the Dame's Crown, capable of satisfying even the most extravagant desires and providing easy access to an unlimited supply of Orcish slaves shipped down the Allen River, as the most promising target. Finally, a few voices at court suggest the lands of Lensinor to the far west, where it is rumored that it is not always just red wine that is served at certain revelries. Where shall we begin with our hunt for these undead fugitives? I mean, I think the borders makes the most sense. It's right next to us. We don't want to jump and skip any, right? The Silken Glove or the Mailed Fist? While the choice of where to focus our efforts has now been made, there is still a lively debate between our generals and the representatives of the vampire hunters on one side and our diplomatic corps and trade ministerials on the other. While our diplomats point out that we cannot simply send out squadrons of hunters beyond our borders without securing at least the tacit permission of local rulers, unless we want to entertain the risk of serious diplomatic incidents, the hunters make the convincing counter-argument that any negotiations taking place prior to the deployment risk tipping off their intended targets. Now a decision must be made on how we shall proceed in this venture, with a silken glove or a mailed fist. Okay, so for 5 years, we can either lose a diplomat, or we can get 10% aggressive expansion impact, minus 10% improved relations, and -1 diplo rep. I think we just go for the aggressive here. We're not going to war, so the aggressive expansion doesn't matter much. Rogeria wants a royal marriage. Not gonna lie, kind of thinking about dropping Rogeria as an ally. Relations helps get rid of A. Yeah, I know, but I'd rather have my diplomats. That way, I can improve the outraged countries. Eberthil is 60 with no heir, huh? Silvern. They have a personal union, so it doesn't matter. All right, other missions. We need Marhold to not exist. Right. I was gonna do some cheese to get rid of them, but I can't do this next one. We can't do the mission afterwards anyways until we get this reform. We'll let it go. Dog Eater should kill Marhold when their truce is up. Clouded Eye is now aggressive, so after they kill Covenblad, maybe they'll kill Marhold. We can wait. We can wait. Which leaves us with one mission, which is the Winged Cuirassiers. We need 3 livestock provinces to have 20 development, a barracks, a regimento camp, and a manufactory. Well, I think a pretty obvious choice is Blades Keep here. Go ahead and encourage development. Get you up to 20. Let's get to work on the barracks. Another place was going to be Leg Holland. And I'm saying that because these places have the Arturo's Watch. So, it makes sense. I guess it would have been good to have manpower here. Oh well. Get you up to 20 development. You already have a barracks, so let's build a regimental camp. Holy Orders. I need to use only the Diplo Holy Orders. Because our Diplomacy Diplo Order gives us a small tolerance increase of all owned races, which we need to have everybody integrated at the end of it. So we kind of just have to choose that, but I'd rather finish my idea group first. That way we can get another diplomat, which is kind of what I want for more improving of relations and such. Where's another good spot? Sprite's Cage is also Arturo's Watch, I think. No, Pixieberry. Sorry, Pixieberry was, but that's Cloth Province. I mean, the next best one's going to be a Farmlands then, most likely. So this is already pretty high development. This is the same state, though. Sure. Expand development there. There's 20, and let's build that barracks. As for the rest of our money that we've made off of this war, get a marketplace built up. Marhold's going to eventually need to... Okay, we already have a marketplace there. I'm half tempted to just build... no, I want my capital to have a level 3 center of trade. And... I guess that leaves us with 178 monies. Build 2 governing capacity buildings. Oh, we do it on GovCap? Yeah, governing capacity buildings are correct. Do I accept this royal marriage with Marhold? Or with Rogeria? Catarata's close to allying me. Lorentz also close to allying me. We could try and get that Laurentish alliance. Never mind. Never mind. They're being targeted by a thing. We don't have to accept the royal marriage. Okay, Dame's Crown is about to die. Remember, they were allied to us. They went crazy and started attacking a bunch of people. They do have a coalition. Wait, no, it said that he was going to attack Anbennar. Never mind. I thought he was about to be attacked. Never mind. Bring our stacks back. We can drill them. The Emperor's demanding unlawful territory. Everybody point and laugh. Point and laugh at the Emperor for thinking that I'm going to give it back. Hunting high and low. Our hunters have reached their destination and started to recruit local sources, gathering leads in pursuit of their slippery prey. For the longest time, the borders have had to deal with this tenebrous threat out of their eastern neighbor. It is our duty to ensure that they do not become the unintended victims of our liberation of Corvuria. Imperative now is to decide upon our approach to capturing our prey to prevent failure after we have expended so much time and effort. Okay, so methodological preparation is key when hunting such an elusive prey. I spend money and in 270 days it succeeds, or leave no stone unturned. I spend prestige and legitimacy. There's a 50% chance that it succeeds in 90 days or that it fails. I'm just going to pay the money and succeed. And we can go speed 5 here because there's literally nothing we can do. Yeah, that's fine. They're already dying to Dame's Crown. I'll just drill. These 27,000 troops are here to deal with rebels. Country before faith. Our relation to the religious dissidents in Wilmore has varied, but at least some of the local Regent Corps citizens seem to appreciate our leadership. Seem to may be a key phrase in this situation because they've recently approached us with an offer to use their religious ties in one of our rival countries to strengthen our international spy network. Provided that they can be relied upon, this could be a rare and valuable asset. I don't think we need to. I'll take the prestige. Thank you. Just simply do that. Alright. We do have a couple of provinces that are not covered by forts. Dwarven refugees from Couch League? Couch League? What is wrong with you? Are you hee-hooing dwarves? Leading persecution in Couch League. I guess. They're not there anymore. They left. They only had like one dwarvish minority, it seems. The stunties must go. No! They said, damn, they're like, these orcs, they're just crossing this wall. Frick these dwarves. Did you vassalize Anbennar? Armin, why did you do that? Why did you actually do that? That was a stupid thing to do. I'm gonna go loot Arboran. Justice shall be served. Our hunters are successful, the fugitive bloodsuckers are apprehended, and now it is time for us to decide what their ultimate fate shall be. Shall they stand trial to answer for their crimes, or is a swift execution all they deserve? Okay, so we can just kill them. To convince the people that their reign of terror is over, they must stand trial, or let's hand them over to the very same locals the vampires preying upon. Interesting. So I could grab 50 mil points for 10 prestige, which is a pretty good trade. But I want to know what the trial does. I'm going to click the trial. And then if it's not good, right, if we don't really get anything out of it, then we just don't do it next time. We've got plenty of opportunities to use it. I'd love to catch them in Alencay. Alencay, I don't know how to say it. Put 8,000 guys onto this siege. No! My Tristan Cardi is up and I can't fight them. This is Woods, and this is a War Wizard, but he's teleporting his War Wizard around? Smart. To be fair. Smart. Wait, how do you have an 8-shock War Wizard when your ruler's not a War Wizard? I thought the War Wizards you get from the... Yippee! They died. I thought that the Estate War Wizard only gave 7 shock pips. Remember about ESCANN refugees, maybe? Oh. Maybe. Yeah, that could have given it to them, for sure. Alright, Marhold's dead. The Everyhold. For many centuries, Marhold has been known as the Human Hold, as it alone, out of all the holds of Hori al-Dwarab, has been settled by humans who remade it into their home. But this is no longer fitting, as since Marhold fell into the hands of Stalbor, members of many other races have found a home in the stone walls of Marhold. With ever more levels of the hold being returned into a habitable state, and with the hold now open to all, it's seen inhabitants from those that have long lived in the depth of the Serpent Spine to those who have never stepped into a world without the open sky. And even some dwarves have returned to the former home of their distant ancestors. Therefore, a new, more fitting moniker has gained popularity. The Everyhold. A hold for everyone. Marhold is renamed to the Everyhold. It loses the Human Hold 1 and gains... and 2 and 3. It gains the Everyhold to the end of the game, giving -2 local unrest and plus 100% local trade power. And you gain a stock exchange. Oh, we can steal that mountain trade so well later on. Oh boy. Also, a stock exchange in 1528 is crazy. Oh, sorry. Okay, well that was good. That's good that happened. Good. Sale of titles. I will gladly... Ooh. Yeah, that definitely makes my merchants not happy. Definitely makes them a bit upset with me. Am I converting for... Okay, we're good. Like, yeah, we are converting for our subjects right now, which we do need to do. And now all this is Regent Court. It all got converted, and now it has religious zeal for a long time. Oof. Also, the orcs are staying Dukinson? Weird. Usually they flip. At the first chance they get. Cardia no longer give me their trade power. Oh, how I'd love to go to war with you. Turn off that edict. We need to save up money and build manufactories in our provinces that we developed. Review here. Judgment Day. Our returning heroes have succeeded with their mission and brought the fugitive vampire with them back to Stalbor. Here, the creature will stand trial for its many crimes committed over the centuries and face justice for the atrocities perpetrated against the oppressed people of Corvuria. While the result of the trial is a foregone conclusion, given the host of evidence gathered after the liberation of Corvuria, putting them on trial is nonetheless important both for their former victims and any remaining sympathizers still enthralled by their former masters, as well as for those of our subjects who did not experience firsthand the cruelty of these blood-sucking fiends. Those undead abominations will have to learn that even they do not exist beyond justice. As a punishment for their manifold crimes, their unnatural existence is forfeit. The Vampiric Lord Loyalists will be removed from Raven Hill. Oh! That gives +5 local unrest, minus 20% local trade power, production, and tax. Okay. And we gain 20 prestige and 10 army tradition. For 200 ducats? That ain't bad. That is not bad. Yeah. We want more vampire trackers. We shall not relent. Let's go into Esmaria next. I think we just go east to west. We'll push them into the sea if we have to. And yeah, I think aggressive vampire hunting is just the correct option here. How's Gwyn's manpower doing? Wed's manpower is not recovering. Alright, we can complete that. Almost to that Cav combat ability. Wynack, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All vampires should get a fair trial. I'm sorry. Did their victims, when they were sucking the blood out of them, did they get a fair trial? Ooh. There's a special option. We shall infiltrate one of the famed river parties to get close enough to our target. It might fail, but it's a special option. So I'll take it. Plus, it helps get my legitimacy back. And I don't know where my legitimacy is going right now. Or how I'm... Oh, we're in a regency? I don't think that'd matter. I don't know why I'm losing all my legitimacy, but it don't matter. We'll get it back. Events? It's gone to events? Surely when I click events that say lose legitimacy, I don't actually lose legitimacy. You can't be real. You can't be serious about that. You're telling me that my actions have consequences? What? Got a bunch of Arnanese separatists. Walk down to the Dorather fields to stop them. I do need to build new forts around here, though the Nathalir fort is a pretty good one. We can enact a government reform, and it does have to be the orc one. Even though I hate it. Even though I hate the orc one. There's also the half-orc one, I guess. There's martial yet mindful and orcish martial culture. The half-orcs... I'm not seeing... Okay, martial yet mindful. Gives less army drill gain and more expensive leader cost, but you get +1 land leader shock and 10% more national manpower. They're not integrated though, but I would rather have that compared to minus 15% fort defense, minus 10% siege ability. You do gain 15% shock damage and assault fort ability, I guess. But I'd rather not. I'd rather not do that. Losing siege ability and defensiveness is kind of bad. What does Army for Less need? Every race integrated. So that means that I should use some holy orders, at least one here. We just need a half-orc event that gives tolerance and not creating new half-orc. Okay, there's the Arnan Separatists. We could get Inno for taking Miltech. I mean, it's only 2 years early, so sure. For Inno, for free, essentially. Not free, but, you know, basically free. Buy down inflation one time. We are still in the age of unraveling, so I can keep my war taxes on. No. No, dummy. No, you stupid idiot. That's the age of monsters. The age of monsters, you keep it on. The age of unraveling, you gotta switch it off. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Birth of a new people. Not so long ago, Stalbor was but a dream for a group of adventurers. Now, Stalbor has grown to be a fledgling state of its own, and one that has now proven itself as a member of global society. With the affirmation of our new nation comes change. Generation after generation is born without even visiting the Busalari homeland, and not seek to sever their ties, but establish themselves as their own independent people. We become Stalboric. For 10 years, every own province gets plus 25% war score cost. And for 10 years, we get minus 50% foreign core duration, culture conversion cost reductions, and yearly prestige. Yippee, now we just need everything else to switch. Also, all this can be switched over to Rogeria. Do I still loot? Yeah. Justice shall be served. Do I spend the 200 ducats? We're already at 92 army tradition. We could just kill him. Yes. Okay, half elf lover. Fair trial, we're the good guys. It's a rigged trial. I hate to tell you this. It's not a fair trial. The outcome is already decided. Sorry. Show trial for chivalry. Is that what we're calling it now, huh? For chivalry. Boom. Are my half-orcs integrated yet? Yippee! We can revoke the focus on half-orcs. And we can put it onto gnolls. Put that focus on the gnolls. And we can now get martial yet mindful. Boom. We do lose our drill. Or we drill slower, which sucks, but whatever. We can now complete tusked warriors. Unlike many of their compatriots in ESCANN, the orcs and half-orcs living in our lands were not treated as second-class subjects, abused as slaves, driven from their homes, or even hunted down like animals. Instead, the Verdum Homestead Act enabled a peaceful coexistence. And whether due to the natural proclivities or a patriotic sense of duty, many orcs and half-orcs have gravitated towards a life as a career soldier. Steadily rising through the ranks, they have become an integral part of our army, and many of our generals possess prominent tusks and a greenish complexion. It is in our best interest to actively support this development and encourage those among the settled Dargum orcs who wish to fully integrate into Stalborian society and find a way to channel the fierce warrior spirit of the Osden orcish nomads into recruitment opportunities for our troops. Tenacious as wolves, fierce as boars. The remnants of the orcish tribes reaching our lands during the Green Tide have long been living a peaceful but isolated existence. As our lands continue to attract settlers from all over Canor, the previously vast parts of our realm that were virtually uninhabited are shrinking by the day, bringing settlers and orcish tribes into ever closer contact. To avoid unnecessary conflict, efforts have been undertaken to ensure the proper integration of our orcish populace into mainstream Stalborian society. Many orcs and half-orcs amongst our people have gravitated towards the life of a soldier, but the upper ranks of our armies have not exactly welcomed them with open arms. This is about to change. One school of thought, favored by the leaders of the settled orcish Dargum communities, prefers a seamless integration of orcish soldiers into our military. Others, the tribal chieftains of the semi-nomadic Osden, or free folk first among them, plead for the creation of separate regiments composed solely of orcs and half-orcs, arguing that their fierce combatives should not be diluted amongst our regular troops, but instead used to shatter the front lines of the enemy. We now have to decide which path to follow, but no matter what we decide, we risk unrest from those orcish leaders whose views we have discarded. So, the Dargum can now serve in our military and the leaders amongst our generals. We gain an additional +1 land leader shock. That's 2 guaranteed shock pips. 3 guaranteed shock pips. And minus 15% general cost, which offsets the increased cost for martial yet mindful. Or the fierce fighting spirit of the Osden will serve our armies well. We get 10% recover army morale speed and 10% shock damage. So essentially, if you chose full orc, you want to choose Osden to stack up that shock damage. Otherwise, you want to go this. I want better generals, so that's what I'm choosing. Now, where is Steward's Hold? Get these guys back here. Cav are going to go so hard. Well, if we want to stack Cav, we would choose the shock damage and we'd go full orc. To be fair. % shock sounds better. I mean, maybe. But I like good generals. Good generals are everything. Judgment Day. Our returning heroes have succeeded with their mission and brought the fugitive vampire back to Stalbor. Alright. Another 20 prestige, another 10 army tradition. Let's do another vampire tracker. We shall not relent. Into Anbennar. Same one. Same one. Bring you over to loot. Right, this is next place I want to loot. I really have no incentive to get out of this war. Like, my war exhaustion's staying low. I'm making money by looting. It's kind of nice. We need to start building the farm estates when I can. Turn off encourage development. Spend the money. Oh, they come. I should probably get out for the sake of my vassals. Ooh, mission time. Monstrosity of Prejudice. 100 each Monarch Point. 200 ducats. And 7 races have been integrated. Fueled by fear, anger, and prejudice, cloaked in religious dogma, sentient beings of many races have been labeled as monstrous for millennia, whether they are the harpies and gnolls of the sun-baked south or the kobolds and trolls of the frozen north. These races, thriving on the edge of Canorian civilization, have long been regarded askance, and their cultural practices were considered barbaric. Well, it cannot be refuted that during some time periods and in some lands, the traditions and practices of realms populated and ruled by these races have indeed been vile. This should not mean that all members of these races should be painted with the same monstrous brush. All those that want to participate in our new society should enjoy the protections granted by the Vernham Homestead Act. True. Because, you know what's worse than being a troll? Being Goetti. So, honestly, let them in. New races from beyond Canor will start to arrive. Now, Vernham and Old Vernham need 30 development. They need a manufactory. And they need more development than any province in the Castaneath area. So we need 42 development in both of these provinces. And I think we just have to do the development, right? Yeah. Or you just have to go and own all the provinces in the Castaneath area. Don't trolls eat people? Semantics. Small details. We can overlook that, okay? Are you telling me that a Goetti has never eaten somebody? Really? Is Goetti a great conqueror? No. Nope, these had a really good start. You know what Goettis do to kobolds? True. Eating people's one thing. Skinning them and wearing their scales as clothing, that's quite something. That is quite something. Get rid of that edict. A half-elf minister. A cheaper diplomat would be great. Thank you. Nice, I got what I wanted. Oh, how are we only at 59% Pearl's Edge? Why is Pearl's Edge in this war? Jared, can we just get out of here, man? We don't need to be doing. You know? We're in this war for so long, I might start regaining loot back. I really need to delete this fort. Invite kobolds? Yes. We will invite kobolds from Covenblad. Absolutely. Invite the bolds. Invite the bolds. Okay, I'm deleting this fort. Because that fort is allowing the AI to walk around my woods fort that has ramparts on it. So, I don't like that. Now that will leave some provinces unprotected from devastation, but it is what it is. You didn't give one province to Rogeria, so they can't take. Did I not? No, we're good. Oh, we're talking about this one down here? Here you go, Rogeria. I don't think it's stopping them, but it's the AI. You never know. It could be. You're out of troops, right? Yeah, alright. I'm gonna bring my troops back, and we're gonna drill. I don't really want to walk all the way around to Pearl's Edge. Wex is not a fan of me right now. Not a fan at all. Justice shall be served, and the kobold migrants arrive into the Everyhold. Alright, we'll do another trial. There's the war. Gain 200 ducats out of it. Let's get back to drilling. Gold rush? Nice. 3 years until we can do our thing. Our thing being violence. War. Buy inflation down again. What's our autonomy like in our gold mine? It's at 0.5. Nice. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and full state all that. Lower autonomy everywhere. And we're going to build a bunch of governing capacity buildings because that's what we do around these parts. We build governing capacity buildings. Wex and Busalar are both 15 with no heir. If this child died, well, they're at war, so I wouldn't get anything. If they died, well, it would just be my dynasty because they have a personal union. So, doesn't do much. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I think I want to choose war score cost versus different religions to help in the Deep Woods. The Deep Woods is going to be our next war. For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Judgment Day. Another day, another vampire killed. It's simply that easy. Alright. Into the cities of the Dame's Crown. Bunch of truces are coming up. Maintain that diplomat on Nathalair. Actually, bring him back. We are a great power. Number 2 great power behind the command. Not too bad. I want to influence Nathalair. That'll get our trust up a bit. And I can take tech there, so I don't max out. Yeah. We're gonna have to wait a while. I mean, they lose 7.5 negative opinion of me a year. We gain 9.2. Not too bad. Let's put 2 diplomats on improving with our allies. Yeah, our allies are not thrilled with us. Truce with Gawet is up. They've made it back to 38,000 manpower. And we've had a general die. Well, you know what that means? Athamaros gets to drill. I do have 98.9 army tradition right now, so I should probably hire 1 general. Who wants to be a general? Also, combat width is now 27. There's an argument to go for 6 cav. Yeah, let's do it. Go 6 cavalry. Nurkor, you're going to be the general we hire right now. 98.6. Surely you'll be good. Not really, if I'm going to be honest with you. 9, 10, 12 pips? I mean, it's average. We'll do one more. That's Von Hattington. You're going to be better. You're going to give me a 0.606. Nope, but I'll take a 6.5. I will take a 6.5. Null pack sighted. Strange news of increasing null sightings have perturbed the normally open-minded people of Stalbor. It seems Stalbor has become known as a haven for null kind beyond the odd merchant and city marketplaces hawking wares. They are arriving from places as close as the hill country between Busalar and Vern, tiring of persecution at the hands of human administrators, and as far as Sarhal, wishing to escape the incessant wars and raids there. The strangest news of all is that, where they settle, they seem to be causing no major problems with their neighbors. It's almost like when you stop worshipping a demon, you become a pretty chill guy. We gain 10 power projection for that. We add gnolls. I should also send an insult to Gawed for an additional 10 power projection. We should seize land to get above 50. You want Lanton to be owned by Coronite Faith? I mean, eventually I will own that. We don't own Eswick? Well, I would love to. I'm not going to. You want me to build a mage tower there, which I'm not going to. Alright. We are going to have some Marhold separatists. Let's send this 30,000 stack over to Marhold to be ready for them. Am I building the manufactories? 1, 2, 3. Great. What are the next things I need to work on? 4 provinces in Daravan's Folly have shipyards. The shippies? Alright. If you say so. 1, 2. Delete the marketplace. 3. And then they'll want us to build one in Nathalir. Justice shall be served. Go ahead. Do the trial. We'll be good. We need to develop Old Vernum. But first, let's finish espionage ideas and our national ideas. The gentlest man cannot live in peace if it does not please his wicked neighbor. This Stalbori proverb aptly describes the situation as the eve of the wars of consolidation in ESCANN. Where previously unclaimed land stretched to the horizon, ambitious rulers are now confronted with the harsh truth that to expand their reach means waging war upon their neighbor. Deterring overly covetous neighbors has therefore become of prime importance for Stalbor, and the winged cuirassiers are the instrument of deterrence that has convinced many would-be conquerors to seek easier prey for their ambitions. Clad in face steel armor and mounted upon strong Stalbori steeds, the thunderous charge of the winged cuirassiers recalls the roar of the stone lions emblazoned on their armor. 15% cav combat ability. And we'll gain an additional diplomat. And spy network construction. And our ruler will take over in less than a year. Here's hoping. Magic. Magic, magic. That's not good. That's in fact bad. Bavaria has fallen under a personal union. Under Arnanen, who's in the Empire. Oh, no. We're good. We're good. Actually, Yonde is a junior partner of Corvuria. We're fine. My brain just immediately went to the worst case scenario. Yeah, sure. I'll help you. I did warn Arnonin not to do any shenanigans. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna send my 10 cannons with my 4 siege guy onto the capital. Do not worry, my friend Corvuria. We shall fight together, even though you're still probably like all vampiric and whatever. Anyways, another vampire dead. Nobody tell Corvuria. Nobody tell him. We shall not relent. Oh, right. There's only one spot left. That is Lentinor. Bribes are growing more accepted? Oh, no. Oh, no. Whatever shall I do? Okay. Well, I did my part. I'm going home. Now I gotta be ready. Hunting high and low. There's a special option here. Ruby hold. Hold no sympathy for vampires, and their sway in Laurent may aid our mission. 5% army professionalism. Yeah. Cool. Thanks. And our ruler takes over. We got a 440. And their silver tongue. 20% improved relations. That's fine. I'll take that. I will take that in a heartbeat. That will help bring down aggressive expansion a little bit faster, as will not hunting vampires the way we are. Right, well, I guess that means that we're good to go to war in the Deep Woods, and we should. Can I get Silver Tusk to break their alliance with Cursed Howl? I can. So let's do that, and let's move out. I'm not waiting. We're going. Got 67,000 manpower. That is more than enough. 50 free admin points. A shared interest. Please give me one Diplo. Damn. Let's encourage development in our capital state. Is that enough? It is. A new metropolis. The twin cities of Vernham and Old Vernham have risen far above their humble beginnings as frontier outposts erected in the charred ruins of their pre-Greentide predecessors. By now, they have started to merge into a continuous metropolis, bustling with inhabitants hailing from all over Halcon. The question on the minds of the government officials responsible for the administration of our capital is whether an attempt should be made to remake Vernham in the image of fallen Castenath and recapture the lost glory of Castanor, or whether Vernham is a new metropolis for a new age with a uniquely Stalborian essence. At the crossroads. Every nascent empire that arose in ESCANN in the aftermath of the Greentide has at some point had to clarify their stance regarding the long shadow that the ancient Castanor still casts. Is Castanor, its law, art, and traditions still the mithril standard against which all other empires are measured, notwithstanding the atrocities committed during its darkest hours under the thrall of Nichmer the Witch King? Or is misplaced nostalgia for an age-long past detrimental to the goal of crafting a bright future, a future that might very well exceed all the wonders hoary Castanor has raised? Many at court have been swayed by the siren call of Castanor, admiring the wonders of magnificent Castenath even in its current diminished state. Others, however, have been insistent that the heart of Castanor has been rotten not just since the times of Black Castanor, but since its inception, and all its marvels are merely gilding over the barbarous cruelty at its core. The crimes of Beastbane created a lasting rift between all sentient beings by arbitrarily dividing them into civilized and monstrous races. Which is true, he did do that. Alright, so we can either we will not be able to form Castanor, or any Castenath provinces we own will suffer penalties. But we get Vernham Urbanization 3, in our capital state provinces, which is minus 20% dev cost, 0.75 goods to produce, more defensiveness, more supply limit, more possible number of buildings, +2 local defender dice roll bonus, and 0.1 local prosperity growth. Or let us forge ahead towards a reborn and refined Castanor, which gives me a permanent claim on Inner Castanor. I don't think we need to be Castanor. Not this run. Okay? Not this run. We are not beholden to the distant memory of obsolete butchers. ESCANN gone woke? Yes. For this, we need at least 9 races that have been integrated. Or have 200 opinions / an alliance with the nation administered by that race, under each monarch point. The rise of Stalbor from mercenary frontier outpost to established empire has been nothing short of meteoric, with our new role as the hegemon of ESCANN in the discovery of distant lands by intrepid Canorian explorers. Many travelers with unusual features have begun to arrive at our shores. Aramari tiger folk from the distant east, mutable lizard folk from the deep south, far-traveling centaurs, diligent hobgoblins, the distant kin of our goblins, sturdy ogres, and even the rare ruinborn, long-lost kin to our elves, and even stranger newcomers from the other side of the world. Let us welcome them, one and all, for Stalbor will always open its doors to those coming with amicable intentions, no matter their origin. All sentients willing to coexist peacefully with each other shall enjoy the same protections and responsibilities under the law. New races from far will start to arrive. Okay, we're doing that, and then we're doing everything in Dostanor, so we have to kill Corvuria and Ordia. Then after that, we need Arca Corvur to be at level 2. Same with Bal Ord. Bladeskeep needs 40 development. We have to restore Corveld. Just down here in the south, which we need Admin Tech 13 for that. For at least 10 of the following provinces, we must either own it or have 150 opinion with the nation that owns the province. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see how we're going to need some improved relations for that. Technically speaking, we don't have to take the deep woods. Just saying. But we have nothing else to do. Right? I can't go to war in Canor right now, so we'll go beat up the orcs. 21, 17. Let's make Emil Skotha the war target. I'm not going to Kobolid Rise. Eat one at a time. We'll go take this guy out. That is for sure. Now, this is the Deep Woods. There's no supply limit, but we have 11-day siege ticks. So I'm not all too concerned about it. Not too worried. Yep, let's just secure everything behind us real quick. There's that siege. Average orcish military moment. I think I just break your alliance with Silvertusk and peace you out. Because we have a teleporty bit. And is it teleporty bit? The Fate Touched? Yes. So we can immediately go to war with Silvertusk in 5 years. When the truce is up, because we broke alliance with them. Regent Court Zealots, oh no. get back and deal with them. We do want to go to war with the elves next, most likely. They are catching up on tech, which is not great. Don't appreciate that. This war is pretty nice and simple here. Corvaria eats a bunch of Arnanin. Don't really care. Rebels in New Zorath. Look at that. 4-6 general. Oof. These rebels aren't playing around. Imagine if you went Inno. I think we're doing fine. Why would I need to imagine if I went Inno? Da, 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 da. Alright, that is 100% war score. I wish I had a button to just transfer all occupations over to one person. Do this glade by glade. That way, when I misclick, it doesn't roll me. I think a direct connection over to Silver Tusk would be kind of nice. We don't care about aggressive expansion in here. Right? Yeah. That's pretty good. We'll leave 30,000 troops in the Deep Woods to deal with rebels. We can't do another war in the Deep Woods right now. We have to let our subject core everything up. No. We'll let them do that. Adventurous Steel Weapon Cache. Thank you. We're still waiting on that last vampire thing. Event. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh. And there it is. Knowles, proclaim us pack leader. Yes, thank you for the manpower. Take the prestige. And we'll do one last trial with the vampires. And then I'm going to upgrade Baldostin. Needs to be level 2. Then we get claims on Ordia, which may need to do sooner rather than later. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but Marblehead might eat them. So we gotta be on the ball. And the elves are jumping on the orcs. Yeah, well, oh well. Oh well. Also, Corvaria is not one war. It is, in fact, multiple wars. Keep that in mind. Judgment Day. The last of the vampires dealt with. Tenebrous threats. The discovery of undead fiends infesting the upper reaches of Corvurian society and quite literally draining the peasantry of their lifeblood has come as a profound shock to our people. Many, the members of Arturo's Watch, chief among them, have clamored for a sustained campaign of liberation to free the Corvurians from their vampiric overlords and bring them into the fold of Stalbor. Having secured the lands between the God's Shield and Darafan's Folly, the Watchers now engaged in a prolonged campaign of clearing out every last hideout and sanctuary of the undead menace and ensuring that the shadows of the past no longer threaten the bright future of Corvuria's children. Ravenhill now gets a chapter. And enacts the Vampire Hunters for Stalbor estate privilege for the Adventure estate. +1 land leader maneuver, -2 national unrest. Pretty good. We'll upgrade Arturo's Watch, and it will be a defensive one, and let's get a fort built on it. Our generals are cracked. And, just in time, for the Crimson Deluge. As the prophets of Corin spread her message across the continent, what can only be described as an apocalyptic scene has transpired in many parts of the Empire. The sky would darken as if about to rain, only to open and release a torrent of blood onto the unsuspecting citizens. Horrified, crowds of people rushed to the streets trying to escape from the plasma showers. Many were crushed and trampled as they attempted to escape what could only seem to be the end of the world. Whether someone acknowledges Corin or Aedean as their divine mother or father, all agree that this is irrefutable evidence of a bloody and terrible war in the heavens themselves. It is only a matter of time that rivers are not fed by the blood of gods, but by the blood of men. Gain 1 stability. The Crimson Deluge has begun. We gain 50% stab cost and minus 0.05 monthly war exhaustion. I might as well just go up to stab 2 here. We go to stab 3. Thanks, Corin. Appreciate it. You, the other elves are back. So, Sala Sinag, I think, has got to be our target. Is it teleporty bit? Yes, that one is. They seem to be the well, Sala Aelin is also the strongest tag. Are you 1 war? That's what we do. Then we go to war with Sala Ellen, and just full annex them. And like we can annex Sala Drennan as well. Sala Ayet. I mean, we could, if it was me that had to core it, I'd just take it all in 1 war. But it's not me. The thunder of hooves rings out across the plains. With the arrival of the latest group of newcomers into our lands, an ancient injustice has finally been set to rights. The ancestors of the centaurs lived in these lands long before the first humans ever set foot in what was once the Old Woods. While what has been to their people by ancient Cassanorians cannot be undone, we are glad to see their kind roam the vast grassy plains of ESCANN once more. Coming from the distant steppes east of the Serpent Spine, they now live a semi-nomadic existence, traveling between our settlements and supplying them with the goods they need. Welcome back home, perennial wanderers. We lose 100 devastation in Verdum. Why would I have devastation in Verdum? It gains a centaur minority size, plus 75 prosperity progress there as well. Welcome back, centaurs. Raining blood? Oh, we love the blood. What do you mean? We love Corin. We're big Corin heads around here. Governing capacity buildings. Okay, they're almost done Corin this. Not to be confused with Corin. Improve with subjects in neighboring countries. How's that loyalty looking? Looking good. Nathalir, how's that opinion looking? Can I give you money to make this happen? No. No, I cannot. We're probably going to need these 30,000 troops in this war against the elves. We can send them in through the south. So let's do that. Let's split them up so they're not taking attrition while they wait here. Then we'll go after them. Select a naval doctrine. Naval maintenance minus 15% for free. Sounds great. Well, I should probably read those because we're Core Knight. Insult your vassal's rival for boost of opinion. Unfortunately, they don't have rivals. Would be nice though. Would be nice. Right, they have full stated everything. We'll stay caught up on Diplotech. These Regent Court Zealots are about to pop. And then we go to war. Harpies flock to Stalbor. Travelers shield their eyes from the sun as they travel between towns to see the newest settlers in Stalbor. Harpies have been migrating in sufficient numbers to establish small roosts as they seek a new home. The bulk of the new arrivals come primarily from the Harpy Hills and Bulwar, though some are from as far afield as frozen Garudia to the far north. Authorities are keeping tabs on any reports of unrest caused by dalliances between our menfolk and these new arrivals, but for the most part, the Harpy settlers seem content to keep to themselves in their new settlement in the foothills of the God Shield and Serpent Spine. Nightlife in town is better now, or so I've been told. The Harpies are doing well outside. They've even allied Earlium. They're still allied to Marblehead. It's a monstrous bulwar, and a somewhat stable monstrous bulwar. Yeah, my advisor telling me this. I'm like, what? What do you mean by this? Like, oh, someone told me. They told me about how the nightlife is better. I would never. Wouldn't even think about it. I'm not giving you Crown Land. Ever. Ever. Furious flagellant frenzy. The Crimson Deluge is driving many people to madness. A small group has started whipping themselves in the streets, driving others towards radical action. Right, let's stop drilling. Help out with these Regent Court rebels. Gain morale back. And let's do this. I think we just go one glade at a time. Let's not kill our vassal. Which religion? We are Kornite. And the orcs are staying Great Dukin. This is like the perfect game to unify ESCANN. Oh! But I will not. I will not. Want to check out our tolerance? Sure. Gnolls are still at coexistence. Harpies and Centaurs are oppressed, as are Kobolds, Hobgoblins, Lizardfolk, Mechanim, Ogres, Ruinborn, and Trolls. I'm holding off on putting any more holy orders down until we get everybody here. Okay, Saladrenin needs to be Koboldized. Salafilgarn is orange. I wouldn't mind annexing you as well. Don't Mechanim come around Artificery? I don't know much about the Mechanim, but I do know that they're like sentient beings. They're not golems. I'll just Koboldize everybody. I'll even call in Rogeria if he wants to come down here and help out. Let's walk in from the south. You're going to move north, secure this. Actually, you know what? Let's you start sieging this fort down. Did I just stack wipe all of Blue's troops? I did. I did. Get in there. Carpet siege time. Not let them rebuild. Right, that's one fort done. Swing you around to this one. Nathalir skipped a province to occupy. That's fine. Sap Chopper, can I have access, please? Thank you. You back up off the fort. Don't need to overdo it. They're not strong enough to actually contest a full siege or something. Salamina, can you sleep for a second? Thank you. I have better siege ability. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. We are pretty strong. What am I missing for this? Oh, right. Honestly, we might just kill Ordio without doing the mission first. We can claim states, so it wouldn't be a huge deal. Why am I taking attrition here? Because there's no supply limit, that's why. Gold Rush, another 1448. That's the wrong year. 1448. What the hell happened in 1448? Nothing. All I know is that's 4 years after 1444, which is when real history starts. That's when the real stuff begins. We're gonna go here. I want you to actually go after Salat AS capital. You're gonna go right over there. You can walk down. Is that a war wizard? No, it is a 6-6 though. A 6-6, huh? 100-year war never actually started. History spawned mid-war. It's true. It's true. It did. Give this over to Salamina. I don't need it. I don't want it. I do want to help on this siege though. Another siege. They're gonna try and walk behind me and unsiege a bunch of stuff. You are the 1-6 general. I'm gonna put my 6-5 general in charge. I'm gonna go meet him. I'm gonna teleport up above him, and we'll walk down. I guess maybe I should have just gone straight to him. I don't think we're gonna take anything from Gray, so... Oh, ho, 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 ho. In the middle of the war? Maybe they were already that way in the beginning. Maybe we will take things. Well, no, we won't. Oh, wait. No, they'll become free. They're a partial union. So if we annex these guys, they'll become independent. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, we're gonna take that fight there. We need to walk through and occupy some stuff. Just make sure that we get our occupations in. Now, there is an argument to make to grab all of the teleporty bits off of white. Which one are you? Salasanag. There's a pretty good argument to do that. Just because it's good to be able to travel wherever I want. Take anything I want. Why not take everything? We need everything? Because my vassal won't be able to core it all up. That's why. Or Calavar's here. They were not here just a moment ago. I don't know if maybe they were formed and it just looked like it was Argordston, but I don't know. Yeah, all this needs to be transferred over to Salamina. I can separate piece you out. Does it tell me how much overextension they get? No. But what I could do is give it back to me. It's 33% overextension. I don't have any bonuses, so it's gonna be the same thing for them. Did the deep woods get updated? Yes, it did. It number one has more provinces in it now, and number two, the glades work a little bit differently. Well, they work pretty much the same, but they look a little different. Money. Ooh, wrong piece option. Close. Close, close, close. Disaster. The burning. And the Goblin Purge, just because you shouldn't do that. I'm going to tell you to stop doing that as I annex you. Just to really ensure that you get the message. Image of corn painted in blood. A farmer near Vernham has reported finding an image of corn painted in the blood rain in her field. Is it a sign from the gods? Yeah, it gives me 5% morale of armies. Good enough for me. There is, in fact, topical thing to update in the Deep Woods. This gives local goods produced in the area +1. Minus 10% advisor cost, minus 10% Diplotech. +1 possible advisors, 15% defensiveness. Wow. Like an extra manufactory in your entire capital state. You know, too bad that your capital state is made up of cows and exotic wood and fur and salt, but you know, it's still one goods produced. There's a gold mine wonder in the east too. The mines of Yeflor. +3 goods produced. Minus 50% local gold depletion chance. Globally, it gives minus 20% artillery cost and minus 20% monthly gold inflation and gold depletion chance. You have to be a wood elf, a forest goblin, a green orc, an emerald orc, or a Karakanbari orc. Okay. Interesting. +3 goods produced on gold mines, crazy. And level 1 gives you +1. That's probably worth the money. Think of taking it with eco for another minus 25%? Yeah, you'd never run out. Forest Goblin into owning Verkogulan win? We need to go occupy the rest of green. You guys can reconvene. Oh, that's too many guys. There we go, split them up. Once again, I ask why my... Oh, right, I took the Force Siege guy off this manually. Alright. Sorry, game. Not your fault. Then I believe white is next, but I don't know if I want to do that. No one else is gonna kill him. Well, the orcs might, but that doesn't matter. So I think we just white piece them out. Just white piece them. No big deal. Okay. Another successful war. Also, there's no supply limit in the Deep Woods. Never forget that. Place will drain your manpower faster than you can blink. That over to Salamina. Sure, we're in the right one. What do you mean no to a full annex? What do you mean? You're fully occupied, bozo. You don't get to say no. Now I'm wasting mill points. That doesn't really have anything to do with the peace not happening, but it feels good to blame something else. Alright, cool. Put our mill points down. It's more mill dev work. Vampires were killed. What about being the good guy and accepting everyone? What's the quote? A tolerant society must be intolerant of intolerance. Is that it? We can't exactly let the people who feed upon our population exist. I somehow have 2,000 ducats. We need to get to war with Bal Ord soon. Like very soon. Oh, I can almost integrate Nathler. I didn't need to make all those claims. So here, the temples are ransacked. Fine. What if Corvurians are just allergic to garlic? No, we're accepting of Corvurians. We're not accepting of vampires. There's a difference. Not all Corvurians are vampires. Okay, that's racist. How dare you say that? Alright, Saladrenin, you are annexed. You suck, and I hate you. Why? Oh, you have 3,000 troops hiding somewhere? In the Deepwood? Or in the Service Spine? So you're like, nah. Nah, actually, I don't have to peace out. Well, you do. Well, ya do. No! What? I have religious wars. There's a good chance that I'm going to have to core some of this up. If I have to core it up and then feed it over or just hold on to it for a bit, that's fine. Stalbor into Deepwood? I'm going to have to core up a lot of this. I'll be a good overlord. I'll core it for him and then I'll give it back to him. That's how nice I am. Man, they're all still really mad at me. Sap Chopper converted to Coronite. Because Sap Chopper converted to Coronite, I don't think I can kill him. As bad as that sounds. He's gonna cause too much aggressive expansion. Oh, nice. Siren Bar. We got the Siren Bar transformation. Let's go with institution spread. I'm not going to seize land. My merchants have been struggling with loyalty all game. We just keep getting bad events for them. There is our relations improved with Nathaler. Let's just bribe them. 100 ducats. Get annexed, bozo. Damn. Damn. All right. 1542. We only have 37 development. What? Scammed. Actually scammed. I have 3,000 ducats. Get Baldassin up to level 2. We need to do it. Not what I'd want to spend my money on, but what I'm going to. The question is, do we do a war against Corvuria, or do I wait for my claims on Ordia to be done? Or do I just go to war with Ordia now? Because it's going to take me longer to finish that war. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Uslar's Defender of the Regent Court Faith. Cool. I guess this is where our relationship with Busalar ends? He won't go to war with me with anyone in the Deep Woods. He won't go to war with me for anyone in ESCANN. So I guess we just have to put him in his place. I don't really have another option. Corvaria is reaching court. He'll defend him. We could just take Tech 12 early, get our new infantry, get our military tactics, and just go for it. We have good forts, right? We have swamps. I should scoutage Nathalir. We have a hills, a marsh, a mountain, a marsh, a marsh. Now, I would love to break someone's alliance with Ordia. Nope. Marblehead ally? Nope. I'm afraid we're just gonna have to do it. Just gonna have to do it. Now, what is the mission going to give us claims on exactly? Just the entire Ordia region. Oh, no. We're gonna have to go to war with Marblehead? Aw, man. That's sad. I do need one province off of Krathanor as well. Then we gotta own it all. Darn. Darn. Wait, we need 12 races to be integrated. And then we integrate every race. So how many do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have centaurs, we have harpies, we have gnolls. So we actually should be throwing down our Diplo holy order everywhere to get tolerance up of everyone. Gnolls are now integrated. We should focus on the bolds, right? I know the bolds aren't here yet, but we can't end this run until we've friended the bolds. We have bolds in the hold? You're so right. We do have bolds in the hold. In the every hold. I'm going to go ahead and take Miltech. Upgrade to the Thorn Formation. It's going to be a pretty big boost to our military prowess. Do I want to build a couple more cannons? I think so. Build 5 more cannons on this stack. That I think we'll be ready to go. Because we got to make sure we get through Bal Ord quickly. Coastal level 3 fort that I can't blockade. Don't want to deal with that. Not one. He called me into one too many wars. The AI is only allowed to call me into so many wars. I don't know where that line is, but when they cross it, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, I know. It's a rippy dippy to our Diplo rep, so we're going to integrate slower, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to fight both of those orc tags for him. Because that's what he wants me to do. He's behind on tech and has 13,000 troops. Fuck him. If you need help in a war, I'll help you. But if you want me to win your war for you, sorry, I'm the player here. You're the AI. You die, I live. That's how this goes. How did the cannon get built here? It's a weird one. We have the 4 siege general. Let's get in there. The war for Balord. Call in Wex. So that way he can help hold off Bucelar. You walk into hopefully wiping Torninen's troops. You're going straight for Balord. Okay, Torninen's troops have been dealt with. Send the cav up. You onto the siege. Oh, I guess I could have left my cav here. Nice, we got an early wall breach. How's that siege trick looking? 21 days, not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Here's Bucelar. I do want to get Bucelar out of the war quickly. Hey, the bolds! Kobolds making themselves at home. To the denizens of Stalbor's many villages and towns, it feels like the newest arrivals just appeared one day. Blacksmiths talk about scaly new assistants reporting for duty without ever having actually been hired. Farmers heading to market to sell produce to find stalls smelling of fresh cut timber, manned by shrewd kobolds where the week before none existed. Originating mostly from the Dragon Coast, Stalbor's newest settlers are finding their place in the grand mechanism of the realm's industry without issue. Whether their scales are blue, red, green, or even the odd gold. I'm not sure when they got here exactly, but I'm glad they're here. Lose to inflation, gain a bunch of development. They said I'm hired. I got this job. You didn't ask for me to have this job, but I have it now, and you're welcome. What do I need to do? I respect it. Kobolds always on the grind. Little stack wipe there. I probably don't need to siege down Tornin, but I do want their money. Alright, South Tower. Doubt Marhold's going to accept a threat in war. Guys, we're going to have to fight Marhold. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They did flip Jad, too. Damescrown's going to attack Ancardia again. Damescrown's like, ooh, wow. The player isn't eating all of ESCANN? I might as well do it myself. I'll overstack this. Just to make sure they leave me alone. South Tower has fallen. This is Highlands. I don't really want to pick that fight. Oh, never mind. They backed up. Now we do need to take Withaken in this war. I no longer need to overstack. Just leaving 6 guys behind. That's not the safest. Okay, they're unsieging stuff. Not a big deal. Keeping an eye on everything. Making sure none of my troops are getting jumped. Abdel Tunger is trying to siege down Bal Ord. They're going to have a very bad day when I walk back. Yep. They immediately just tried to cower it out. Let's just take Krathanor's capital. That should hopefully be good enough to take the one province from Krathanor that I need. We take the Gem Island. The Gem Island is technically in Bulwar, so no. We're gonna have to leave it behind. Fur-clad bureaucrats. Hailing from the sun-blessed lands far beyond the Salahad, the tiger folk of Rahan have arrived on our shores. Seeking a new home far from the turmoil their homeland is embroiled in. Soon after their arrival, we have learned that the reputation of the Haramari as scholars and administrators par excellence is not undeserved. They are an unusual sight, for sure, but everyone willing to deal with the tedium of bureaucracy is more than welcome. Our clerks are ecstatic to have these skilled reinforcements. 50 government reform progress. And I can throw down some more tolerance. Maybe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I running out? Oh, I just have no Diplo points. Oops. Just don't got no Diplo points. Go push Busalar off this siege. Porchahair has fallen. Let's get some sieges done. Okay, there's Krathanor. Let's... yeah, let's just piece them out. Make our way over to Black Flag. And we must send the stack to Gulengor. Marhold, would you be willing to give me access? Thank you, my friend. True, we do beat Busalar in the fight. We can quickly spread out here and carpet siege him down. I don't know where he's going to retreat to. Okay, he's going south. I should follow. Went to Lawrence Crag. Yeah, he'll be gone by the time I can get there. James Crown is going to attack Rogeria. Okay. Gwed also has not done a single thing since they lost their war to me, by the way. They have just sat there. Busalar, like your war reps. Like your money. I'd like you to go away. Thank you. Okay, why don't you go further? You also need to go further. We're gonna have to deal with rebels in the deep woods here in a moment. Tornin, you should worship Corin. Thank you. Appreciate that. Can you please stop converting this? So I can core it. Thank you. Turn off edicts. No edict needed, but I will get some more tolerance. Group all of you up. You go into the deep woods. Yep, Sirenbar's gonna have a lot of them. Bum, bum, bum. Just stand here. I don't know where exactly in the deep woods they're going to rise up, but we should just be here to deal with them for when it happens. You mean 20 minutes, gotta clock out? Alright, thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. Is he calling Marblehead Marhold as a joke? Wait, did I call them Marhold? If I called them Marhold, it was not intentional. Not intentional. I hate goblins? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not true. I love the gobbos. Not as much as I love the kobolds, but I love gobbos. Gobbos are good. They're cool. Who doesn't love gobbos? Well, you know, maybe they're small and they're green, but that's okay. Oh, Wex needs help. Where are they? Oh, they're going back to the island. If you love gobbos, win all clan. I played all clan. We did all clan with the rockets and everything. Do goblins come in different colors? I don't know. I don't know if they do in Anbennar or not. You did Jad too, so win Jad. Well, Jad's different. Jad's different. Okay, Jad's like it's like a comfort pick. Rail Skulker World Decolonization. You mean these guys? Not Rail Skulker. Road Warrior. Road Warrior. Never, because watching Road Warrior is insanely boring. Imagine EU4, but you never gain another province. Like, it's very funny to watch like large swaths of land get decolonized, but it does get old pretty quick. Goblins are like chameleons. Oh, so they do. They can change. Someone decolonized the whole world. How'd they get the boats? Yeah, I don't care about any of this. %. We can wait. We can wait. 50 Diplo points. Dwarven Craftsmen dominate the market. I mean, that's fine. Don't hear anybody complaining about humans dominating the market. Just saying. There's the integration of Nathalair. All the boats that come with it. I should have... Oh, I already do have a shipyard there. What am I waiting for? Oh, and a dock. Ooh. Shipyard and dock. Encourage that development. Get it up to 10. Get the dock built. And we can, in fact, become an empire. Nice. Not that I think it's going to help us too much. But the governing capacity is nice. You go ahead and drill. Guess you can keep looting. Make a little bit of money. Little bit of cash. I'm saving this money specifically for Bal Ord, by the way. So we can start upgrading it as soon as we're done with the cores. And I'll spend money to make it get done faster. Though Blades keep... Sure, I'll get my 2.5 all power cost. Blades keep does need a ramparts, so let's get that started. 12 races integrated, huh? And we just keep throwing down holy orders till we get there. Look, centaurs and harpies are already up to coexistence. Kobolds are integrated already. It's pretty strong. This holy order to integrate all races is kinda nuts. Even outside of playing Stalbor, it's kinda nuts. You do have to miss out on the goods produced one, though. But, I mean, who cares? Ship to 30, expand again. Though I think it said that it wanted it at 40 development, right? There you go. There you go. The Great Keep, 40 development with the ramparts. This is going to give us another huge chunk of aggressive expansion, by the way. A stalwart fleet. For most of its history, Stalbor has been landlocked, but with our recent expansion into Daravan's Folly, this is no longer the case. Not only are we now able to participate in the bountiful trade happening all along the shores of the Divenhall, but what until now has only been ominous rumors has become a shameful certainty. The Orcish slave trade, abhorrent as it is in our eyes, has not been ended with our dominance over southern Castanor, but still flourishes until this day with clandestine slave barges traveling down the Dostoevsk to be met by unscrupulous slavers from the pirate haven of Nathalair, who have made a profitable enterprise out of selling on their captive cargo to slave plantations, mines, and labor camps all over Helcon and Aelentir. To prevent the continuation of this atrocity and liberate those unfortunates caught in this vile trade, we require a powerful fleet capable of hunting down all slavers who dare to enslave our people. Paper will now be produced in Nathalair, and it gains an Arturo's Watch chapter until the end of the game. Permanent claim on the Ordia region. Go ahead and upgrade this. Ooh! The coast of Nathalair is vital for our naval trade interests. The watch ensures it. This gives -2 unrest, plus 500 sailor increase, plus 4 naval force limit, -25% local ship cost, and plus 100% blockade force required. You can get plus 200% local blockade cost required if you also build a naval battery. Isn't there a thing in maritime for that or something? No. Blockade impact on siege and naval ideas. I mean, is it useful? No. Nope, not at all. But it is cool. I'm going to choose it. I'm going to build coastal defense for now. Not everything needs to be useful. I'm going to take that little deep woods bit as well. Another day, another bunch of aggressive expansion. I do need to go through and... Huh? When did that happen? Is it because Sirenvar makes them into vassals and so they became my vassal? I mean, I guess that works. I'm gonna go ahead and give Sirenvar all this stuff inside the deep woods, and I guess I give you that province. You're welcome. Marblehead, will you accept a threatened war? Yes, they will. Thank you, Marblehead. I did not want to fight you. I am a friend of Gobos. I prefer to not kill the Gobos. Why not take the deep woods directly for prettier borders? Yo. Because it's not that kind of run. We're having self-restraint this run, okay? I can choose another government reform. Should I just hold on to it so that way I can click on Army of Halan? Yes, I should, because we have 12 integrated races. And rip that stability. We're well connected for -20% advisor cost. This guy's pretty good. He's 24. I thought he was older. Alright, well, get up to 4 cav there. Go 6 cav. Make another full army stack. Because there is one place that we have to go through now. Number 1, he's not disloyal. Number 2, he's just mad. If he's outraged, then he can do that. But I guess our truce is up. Go ahead and influence him. I don't want one of my actual rivals supporting his independence. That would be kind of annoying. Alright, we need to save 200 of each monarch point. We have secured Ordia in one fell swoop. Is pretty nice. We now have a border with Orc Halavar. How much loot they got in there? 43 ducats! Whoa. Whoa. We have a heavy ship. Well, let's just go ahead and mothball those boats. Don't really need to pay for them. Rain hits the Capitol building. 5 legitimacy, 5 Coronite Paragon hood. See, this is the beauty of being Coronite. We do have some devastation, but a lot of it is fixable. Most of our country is prosperous. Well, you just ignore this. Ignore everything down here, whatever's going on. Oh, because I just haven't built enough. There's also devastation from our last war. But our core territory is all good. I suppose that's what matters in the end. You can be put down. All right. The big mission, Sanctuary for All. Stalbor may be a realm amongst others, one place of many on the map of Helcon, but more importantly, it is an ideal, the ideal of peaceful coexistence amongst all sentients. We have become a sanctuary for all beings fleeing persecution, prejudice, or subjugation simply for the crime of existing. Here in our lands, the slate is wiped clean, and it is not their race or faith, but their own virtues and shortcomings that will determine their fate. It is not an uncommon sight in our cosmopolitan cities to see the gnomish clockmaker setting up shop next to a lizardfolk alchemist, a dwarven smith, or a harpy messenger. We are a safe haven for everyone, and everyone may have a place amongst our ranks. We integrate every race, which means we can now choose Army of Halan, right? Right. Oh. Oh! We got the achievement! I didn't even think about that. Let's go! Unity! We have every single race in the game integrated. Lumbering trolls amongst the trees. Every day, reports from travelers confirm what our border sentries have suspected for a time. Trolls have been moving into Stalbor. Coming from the frozen northern lands of far Garudia, they have made themselves at home in some of our sparsely populated woodlands, where they set up logging camps and hunt the dangerous wildlife for their furs. While they might prefer their secluded homesteads to the bustling settlements in other parts of our realm, they are eager to trade the products of their labor, for a fair price, of course. The strong and silent type, eh? Well, you can't argue with their work ethic. 25 of each monarch point. Well, the trolls are here now. But I'm not seeing Army of Halan. Where is it? Where is it? A wholesome tag? It is. Oh, we might need everyone. Yeah, that's true. We might need everybody to actually be here. In which case, it's just a waiting game. They have to be present? Okay. Well, then we'll wait for them to migrate in. Not a big deal. Alright, Edelbeck, you ready to roll a great general here? Well, it's alright. We'll take the 3 siege. Well, in that case, we'll do the next government reform. Thank you for the 100 bits.
I never thought I'd see the day I'm you. On behalf of all the goblins and the billions that couldn't be here, you know why.
I don't know why.
Congratulations on winning tolerance.
I don't know why the other goblins couldn't be here, you know. You'd figure that I put in all this work that they would show up. We're going to take this 15% improve relations. We're going to need it. Rebellions. We don't need no stinking rebellions. Oh, I should take all of my land out of the empire. Imperial land. No thanks. I'm good. You don't need to claim my territory. No. To conquer trading cities for further away pops? No, no, no. Oh, our name is horrendous, though. We gotta fix that. Here's the problem. Everybody's kind of mad at me. But Corvuria's 2 wars. So I think we need to do this war against Corvuria. Like right now. There's no new Defender of the Faith yet, which is great. Let's declare for their capital of Gablain. I don't think I want to call in Wex. I can. I can use Wex as just an attack dog. And they'll get some money out of it. Hopefully they deal with the smaller tags too. We'll leave the 2 stacks to do with rebels where they are. Actually, we can bring them over. I'll leave the one in Ordia though. Bum 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 ba-dum. Gablain has fallen. Let's quickly split up. Grab everything. I think the music's very quiet, but I didn't change it, so I don't know why that would be. But I did literally nothing. The Crimson Deluge is over. Aw, man. We like the Crimson Deluge. I was just getting free prestige and legitimacy from it. We were just vibing away. Vibing away. Look, I'm just trying to get rid of vampires, okay? That's all I'm doing. I cannot be the bad guy in this situation. I don't think it's possible. Of course, that's what every bad guy has ever said. But this time it's real. This time, real. Actually, not bad guy. I promise. Move all of you over here. I'm gonna get Corvuria out of Corvuria. Think of it as us overthrowing the administration of undead. Sounds much better that way. That we're saving the peasants from oppression. Yeah? Anyone gonna bite that? Anyone gonna... Anyone want to take that justification? All except for the conquering stuff? I mean... We're still a nation state at the end of the day. Just because we're tolerant doesn't mean that we don't do war. Besides, the vampires would still be in charge if I didn't do this. Oof. Not overstack. Ageability. Keeper leaders. Social mobility. No edict there. Do need a fort in Fenfort. A fitting name. And I'll build one here too. We have money. How are we doing on army tradition from forts? We're almost at max. Hey, didn't we finish this one? Barracks, regimental camp, manufacturing. No, I didn't build a regimental camp. Shoot! I could have had 5% more combat ability this whole damn time. Well, if I did, just... I can't take it all, so there's no point. That leaves them at how much war score? They're still 131? No way they're 3 wars. We can do this, though. We can. Okay, but I'm not taking these 3 provinces. It's 14... 18%? The Gladeway? Oh, you're right. We have to take the Gladeway. So there's 18% here. I have to take more in this war. We might have to fight a coalition war, but the real problem is going to be having to improve relations with everybody after doing this. But it is what it is. It is what it is. They are all going to hate me forever. I do want to force religion on people. It will help us in the long term. Let's get you back into the deep woods. I don't think we're going to go to war in the deep woods again. As much as I may like to. I don't think we can afford to. If we want to complete the mission tree. Gonna have to be a little bit more chill. Do something else. Yeah, they got those 3 provinces. It's not going to be enough, though, unfortunately. Varlosen is independent. Look at that. Alright, dwarfs. Force religion, war reps, money. Have a nice day. Bahrain. Force religion, war reps, money. Have a nice day. League war should happen sometime soon. Order Aldresia. Force religion, war reps, money. Have a nice day. Corveria, land. Have a bad day, vampire lovers. Korma, Dwarven Stronghold. And money. Go to the mages. Hello, mages. Magnificent Feast. 30% is the best we're gonna get. Unless it's not. Build that marketplace. We can get 45% improved relations if we're just a little patient. Denizens of the southern jungles. With the increasing growth of trade networks all over Holland in the wake of the expeditions to previously unknown shores made by many Canorian nations in the recent past, sentient beings unheard of and even the most outlandish tales told before this age of exploration have found their way to our shores. Among them are the diverse lizard folk of the southeastern jungles of Sarhal. While varying drastically in appearance between Naga, Ashama, Surin, and the other many varieties of their kind, they all consider themselves part of the same greater whole, truly an inspiration for us all. Some of the more adventurous amongst their ranks have found their way to us and begun to settle in the swamps and marshlands of Stalbor, where they are reminded of their former home and find the rare plants used in their famed alchemical potions. We gain money. Also, we don't own a single... Never mind. I take back the words I was about to say. I was going to say that we don't have any swamps, but we do have an area that is known for being one giant swamp. So maybe that's just not true. Maybe I was just wrong. Something wicked this way comes. Well, unfortunately, Zaka's already dead. Asgasur has reemerged, released by somebody. It looks like Sariand is waking up and has decided that actually, no, monsters don't get to rule Bulwar anymore. Elf moment. But Great Jazz does show up. Lesser Jazz, yeah. Jazz's little brother. You can drill. You can drill. This needs to be full stated. And we'll core it. This is going to put us at our governing capacity. Go ahead and focus admin. Get that national manpower person in charge. They're half price. No, they're not. It's just that cheap. Do to level 5, and let's start to upgrade Valor. I need to accept Ordi culture, which I should have plenty of accepted culture slots now. And by plenty, I mean 1. Let's do that, and let's start the upgrade. And we'll just throw our money, a bit of manpower into it, get it up to level 1. And then we will save up money and get it to level 2. Naval force limit 15%, 20%. Okay, wow. Has it always had that? Because that's kind of nuts. After the rework? Damn. We'll change this update. Okay. I mean, garrison size is great. But that naval force limit's crazy. Especially because it's so easy for someone like Everthil to come and grab it, accept Ordi culture, and then have 1 million boats. Literally 1 million boats. We're gonna have a bunch of rebels here. Why don't you just get ready to deal with them? You can deal with the ones in the north. And as time passes, let's take a look at all these monuments. Great projects. Okay, we already looked at Arca Corver, but we'll go over it again briefly. It eventually gives monthly autonomy change minus 0.1. Dev cost in the area as well. Ooh, more people flipped Core Knight. This is the Neurotic Necropolis. This looks like it's the same missionaries, missionary strength. Very good to have if you're trying to go for one faith or convert a lot of land. Bell Hill. The province gains +1 fort level. Okay. 25% defensiveness. Globally, you get minus 10% aggressive expansion impact and minus 25% spy action cost modifier. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's the Lake Palace. This is Caliskander. Globally, it gives you minus 30% fort maintenance, plus 25% caravan power. Why? Why does Dame's Crown get a buff? That's crazy. Belvertask gives 50% spy network and 25 plus 10 max absolutism. Wow. El Kandar gives 10% governing capacity and minus 25% harsh treatment cost. Less exciting. But I suppose has its place. This one in the south? I did. Eskandar. Minus 20% merc cost. Plus 50% mercenary leader army tradition modifier. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that fights with mercs give more army tradition? I'm going to sell back down to 52. So that way we can upgrade our fort here soon. Merc generals are rolled with higher tradition. Oh. Marblehead, no longer monstrous. Re-ally Busalar. And you're saying that Bal Ord. Oh, right. I was going to do my whole thing where the mages and the loyalty and the... Just take the 30% improve relations. Now you're saying Bal Ord has been changed. I can click on it. Minus 15% fort maintenance, plus 1 attrition for enemies, plus 20% national supply limit. And +1 fort level. That +1 fort level is really good. When do you get it? Only at the very end. Balvrorin, same thing. Gives you +1 fort level. 45% defensiveness. -2% yearly army tradition decay. Plus 40% army drill gain modifier. Not bad. Not bad. Are they still Goblin Faith? You don't want me to change the religious map mode. You don't want me to change the religious map mode. But no. They flip Jad during demonsterization. They always do. They always do be flipping. War Hill wants a manufactory. I can build that. Of all the religions, why Jad? Because they start close to Jad. And so they get the event during demonsterization. Be like, oh, hey, do you want to flip to a, you know, non-monster religion? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. That's going to speed it up a lot. And then they flip. I guess it is fitting for them, at least, lore-wise. But still. This is why you shouldn't leave the caves. You get blinded by false gods. True. So true. The caves are dark, but they're safe. Marblehead, equal amongst men. I have a relation slot. Get me in there. Call me in. Oh, he can't. He's at -35. I can't see Arg Orston. Can you give me maps, please? Nice. Hey. Oh. Getting called in anyways. He did it. The AI island trap successfully? That's crazy? I don't know if I've ever seen the AI successfully do an island trap. It won't last. No, they'll be stupid and they'll move their boats away. But the fact that it's worked for even a moment, is very impressive indeed. That's advanced EU4 strats right there. That takes some game knowledge. Marblehead. Well done. Well done indeed. I am impressed. Oh, I can't go through the Terra Incognita. Obviously. I can just send my one boat over. And now they for sure won't break it. Put a fort right next to the cave? What kind of stupid dwarf are you, huh? If the hold has fallen, you've already failed, I'm afraid. Hunger for companionship. Another recent addition to the cosmopolitan Stalborian society are the ogres. Most come seeking a way out of the constantly repeating cycles of gluttony and starvation that grip their austere homelands beyond the Serpent Spine. But some of them, hailing from even farther origins in the Far East or South, come from a more spiritual type of nourishment. We are happy to fulfill both needs, as their ogre strength has turned out to be a valued contribution to our growing industries. Our larders are filled to the brim. Let them enjoy the fruits of our companionship. Okay, but like, not the Oni, right? We're just like Hidarion. We are just like Hidarion. Everyone has a place, except for the Oni. We Sunrise Empire them, right? Surely? Surely? Courage development here. Up to 10 mil dev. And now our crown land's gonna start being pretty good. Well, actually it's not, because they're so influential. We'd have to start breaking them now if we wanted to do absolutism, which I don't. I straight up do not. I'm just saying, they have not moved their boats yet. The AI might have successfully identified that they can island trap them. Now, when's our truce with Corvuria up? 61. 9 more years. Alright. Well, we're going on little side missions here. Helping out our goblin buddies. Give that to Marblehead. I want Marblehead to take as much land as they want. You take that land. Ugh. Syrian is out of manpower. Oh, I almost forgot. Valord. There it is, level 2. General Captain Walrus has died on the siege of the Diamond Dwarf hold. Will not be making it home, I'm afraid. Does mean I gotta grab another general. Oh, actually, you probably shouldn't ask for them. Because I don't know how long you'd live for. But you could be a 6661. So think about that next time. Before I say that. 6661. Imagine if we had general staff ideas and government that got their ruler stats from their general stats. Think about it, think about it. Oh, I maxed out on mill points. Uh-oh. I'm getting too comfortable. Too confident. Now, this is still Esmari. I would love to see a culture swap on all these ESCANN cultures, but I can never remember when that happens. Expand development here. There we go. Oh, right. This province is Corvurian in this timeline. Damn. Damn. Sorry to the orcs. I could not get there in time to save them. Well, there we go. Marblehead? My guy? My dude? You just didn't take Shastundir? You're like, nah. I'm good. I don't need. I don't need a hold. Didn't want it. Marblehead the Merciful. I'm supposed to be the merciful one. They're supposed to, like, be brutal and take the whole... Ooh! Do we want to join the League War? We can't. We can't. We can't. Otherwise, it's going to make, like, a million-year truce with Corvuria. On the side of the Regent Court! Of course. They'll never see it coming. Oh, I should have developed the institution. Oops. Doing a bunch of little development all over the place. For Aedean! Just kidding, everybody. We're actually huge Aedean fans. Big Aedean heads around these parts. Real big fan. Love his work. We love horses. Great stuff. Harpies are attacking travelers. Harpy events are... Someone said that orc events are the worst. Harpy events are the worst. Harpy events cost so much money. Just stupid amounts of money. What races do you have left to integrate? None. They're all integrated. Go ahead and sell C's. Is there anything else that I absolutely 100% need to build? Yes, obviously. I need to build that regimental camp. Duh. Then I have to restore Corvel. In order to do that, we need Admin Tech 13, 1,500 ducats. New Corvel needs 20 development. Be my core. Okay. Oh, too bad I just spent a bunch of my Diplo points on other stuff. But there's the 20 development that we need for it. It needs to be an accepted culture. Huh. That's fine. We swap over from expanded royal court to centralized monarchical bureaucracy. Right? No. Decentralized. We switch to decentralized bureaucracy. Because that gives us another 2 accepted cultures. Then I can accept Arnanese. And I could also accept Muradic. I don't know if I need to. Don't need to, but I will. For the every hold, of course. Learning from a traveler. 100 crowns for... No. Alright, winged cuirassiers. The gentlest man cannot live in peace if it does not please his wicked neighbor. This Stalbori proverb aptly describes the situation on the... Didn't I already read this? Oh, yeah, it's describing the winged cuirassiers. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. We get plus 15% cav combat ability, 15% morale damage. It's an upgrade, so I think it's an additional 5% and I think 10%? Could have checked. Val Ord needs a shipyard and a dock. Okay. Ah, nuts. Every day I'm asked to do develop my nation, invest into things. Crazy. Get that dock built. Is he deaf? No, it's the same thing. What do you mean? The winged cuirassiers. Winged cuirassiers. It's describing the same thing. What do you want them? Want them to say, oh yeah, horse, but different text? It's the same thing. Making 12 in all monarch points here. Not bad at all. I do have a pretty bad heir, but I don't care because this guy's going to live. Hopefully. I hope. I hope he lives. Me personally, would have blown up the temple with dynamite. You know how it is. The Gobos can migrate. We have 6 years. So we can kill Corvuria, and then that's the mission tree. Unless it expands and I'm just not aware. Well, there is this too. 10 of the following provinces we must either own or have 150 opinion with the nation that owns the province. How am I supposed to do that? Alright, well, let's begin our preparations now. Well, no, there's no reason to prepare now. It doesn't matter. Just improve with neighbors. It'll get most of them. Dwarves are going into the deep woods. I can't stop them. I cannot afford to get any more aggressive expansion, unfortunately. I need everyone to be at 0. So that way I can ensure that we can get our relations maxed out. Diplo ideas. Well, that doesn't increase max improved relations. It own 4 or more of the provinces. Let's see. I own exactly 0. To be exact. Rogeria, I can re-ally. But that could get us there. Let's simply no, you just improve relations. Send gifts. Guarantee. Insult rivals. Dame's Crown has 2. I'll go over my relation limit. I'm fine with that. We'll save money in case I just need to spam out a bunch of stuff. Make people happy. So that'll be 3. Busalar will be 4. If I improve with Laurent, I can get 5, 6. I'll ally Laurent. Kobold Unity. Yo, Blue Scale comes back. Huh. The what? The who is on the Laurentius throne? Lex is 5, yeah. I think we can get there. I think we'll be alright. Late arrivals. Distant cousins to our fellow Stalborians of elven descent. The Ruin-born descend from those amongst the elves who were left behind after the ruin of Aelentir. Some of the more adventurous amongst them have decided to see for themselves whether the tales of equality for all within the borders of Stalbor are true. After the first reports of their experiences in our lands had trickled back across the Lament, more and more have decided to brave the journey and come to a place where they no longer need to be treated as, at best, second-class citizens by their Kenorian overlords. That's true. Kenorians do be doing that. They do be going out and making people second-class citizens. I also have 181 horse limit that I'm simply not using. We need hobgoblins and we need mechanim, I think. Now, I don't know if we can get mechanim because they're not in this version. So, see how that goes. If not, not a huge deal. No, I need a diplomat. I need a diplomat, please. Very, very important. I have an improved relation guy. Trade efficiency. Wow, this ruler is really good. 346, Silver Tongue, well-connected entrepreneur. Is kind of crazy. Hey, can I please get an improved relation guy? Cannon run. What's going on? Cannon. Booming, mighty, valuable, deadly, and suddenly in shortage. What rotten luck. Prodding our normal forges and distributors for this lapse in weapon stock, they say they've dealt with a sudden spike in demand, and when we've pressed for who in our nation could be buying artillery, they replied, ogres. Our domestic weapon production satisfies all sorts of national and individual needs, but for the giant kin, our small arms are, well, small. Too small, at the very least. To suit their towering proportions, these ogres have instead purchased cannons to retrofit as handguns, rifles, and similar equipment. Although done legally and without ill intent, it does put our nation in a logistical bind. Waiting for domestic manufacturing to level out will take years, so we are left with two options. Either we pay premium prices to ensure we always have cannon, or we repossess the ogres' purchases, earning their ire. How should we proceed? We have 20% artillery cost for 10 years. We can get some rebels, or this is why we maintain stockpile. We either have offensive or quantity ideas, and you simply don't have this problem. There you go. Just be halfway responsible. And I don't know why you would ever be mad at ogres for repurposing cannons as handguns. You should get them into the military immediately. That sounds awesome. That sounds pretty good. A boom, 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 you know? Cannons but mobile sounds pretty good. Get rid of all these edicts. What else am I missing? Just everything in Nosnor. Then admin tech 13. I save up the admin points. We can do restore Korveld. We'll get that all done. Gives it a bunch of development, a level 3 center of trade. It gets new regional capital until the end of the game, giving minus 20% dev cost, minus 50% state maintenance, minus 0.15 monthly autonomy, plus 1 possible number of buildings, minus 50% statewide governing cost. A new industry for Korveld happens, and you gain 25 prestige. It is a pretty good decision if you own the land. That level 3 center of trade alone makes it worth all of the investment. Get that up to level 2, and let's go ahead and restore Korveld. Korveld, once the capital of the Corborin nation, was ruined by the flood created by King Daravan. With the proper technology now in our hands, this once great city should be restored. Ba-da-ba-da. And we can choose the trade good. Paper, glass, cloth, or you can keep the fish. Should we keep the fish? No, I think we go for... I mean, paper's worth 4.37. But we don't have any glass in our country. Not that it matters. But roleplay-wise, it makes sense that we grab the glass. Oh. Come on, man. I'm just trying to get these missions done, and you're becoming a Witch King? You know how bad that looks for me? I'm claiming to be the good guys and I'm allied to Laurent. That's already bad enough. And then you be a Witch King? I'm not breaking the alliance. You know, the world's complicated. Life's complicated, okay, guys? I will build another army stack, though, if that makes you happy. Laurent Salmuna? Yeah, I know. Kinda crazy, kinda crazy. Go ahead, keep cell seizing. Only assuming I'm gonna have to bribe people. Dame's Crown, my ally. Okay, you're actually already improved with a bunch. Wex, you're improved with a bunch. Busalar, you're improved with a bunch. Some things I could do. Oh, 1 year. We're also going to get Ashenionde as a personal union, I guess. So that's something. Goblin refugees from Abdel Tunger. Marhold. We cannot stand for this. Call me in. Call me in. They have a truce. We can kill the Tungis. I will help you. And then we can kill Sariend. They have no manpower because we're playing on normal. They can die. Very easily. There goes 3,000 ducats. Damn. Gwed, no longer a valid rival. El Bozo. Do I have any valid rivals? I hope the answer is no. Nope. We have no possible rivals. The only actual possible rivals would be the Command and the Raj. Command's only got 600 more development than we do. Not too bad. Not too bad. Why does that stack have 9,000 cavalry? Oops. I guess that they can keep the 9,000 cav. That's a bit much, though. Kill. Kill, death, murder. You go to Sagamber. We're just gonna make this quick. In and out. Home by Christmas. No problem. Never been an easier war. That's what they thought too. You all hear the peace deal is simple. Oh no, we will not get Ashaniande. Yeah, he will be fine. Ooh, okay. The League War has started, by the way. I'm glad I jumped on him when I did. Yikes. Because someone else could have occupied it all, and that would have been unfortunate. The Gamber, once again, thank you for joining. Have a nice day. No problemo. We really need to get over to these capitals. They brought you over a while ago. Get over to the capitals of the people that are in the war. So that way we can actually make sure. Good guys, by the way, once again, we are freeing people from being under the yoke of vampires. I like, yeah, we are going to war, sure, but like, we're not necessarily the bad guys here. Plus, there's no actual good guys. Actually, you cannot prescribe morality to nation states. We're the better guys. How about that? Does that make you feel better? We are simply the better guys. Money, war reps, trade power. Thank you. Brain, money, war reps, trade power. Thank you. End of the diet. Don't care. We're on medium. Bavaria. Betrayal. Unfortunate. Okay, just don't give me the money. I don't care. Nice. Alright, once we get all this cored up, then we'll be able to complete the mission tree. What? We're ESCANN gaming now. When the benevolent, well-advised, balanced personality goes, yes, I'd like all of ESCANN. I don't have claims on it, but I want all of ESCANN. It's rightfully mine. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever makes you feel better. That does mean I need to find a new person to add in. Ooh. Honor and family. Among the more recent newcomers to the Stalborian melting pot are the hobgoblins of Hellas. Whether they are born beneath the mountains or the plains on the plains of northern Rahen or in the arid highlands north of the Jade Mines, they all had to leave their former home and have traveled far in search of a new place to settle down. Arriving with little more than the clothes on their backs, they soon developed a reputation as hard workers, honest and disciplined, and utterly devoted to their families. We are lucky to have them join our ranks. 5% Army professionalism. Oh, government reform abolished, martial yet mindful, no longer viable. And instead, the Army of Halan. United we stand, divided we fall. Our nation is not made up of just humans, just elves, or just orcs. It does not have just a few dwarves or a single cadre of Haramari. No, our nation is the embodiment of racial diversity and the principle that all are welcome. We combine the best traits of all the races of Halan and are, because of this, an army of the races of Halan, by the races of Halan and for the races of Halan. In our diversity, we find unity to victory. 10% morale of armies and navies, +1 land leader fire, shock, and siege and maneuver, 5% discipline, 5% ship durability, 5% land fire damage and shock damage, plus 10% cab to infantry ratio. All the military modifiers, which means our generals are crazy now. They're actually kind of crazy. We have a guaranteed 5 pips. Damn, still not as good as Land of Griffin's Gate, though. Oh! Tiken Arnern, a 6663. That's 21 pips. That is max pips. Now, if only this was a 6636. Oh! That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I need you. I need to core that up. I am over my governing capacity. Nobility. No, sorry. Burgers. No, sorry. Adventures. Governing capacity, please. I don't know why my governing capacity went up so badly, so quickly, but it did. It sure did. We have a guaranteed 9 pips. We do? We have +3 guaranteed fire pips. We have +3 guaranteed shock pips. +2 maneuver, +1. Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. I didn't count. I did not count right. Is it possible? It's possible. One of these, surely. No, we have a 6654. We have a 5655. Nope, no dice. Close, though. Very, very close. I mean, there's no one in Canor that can possibly match our generals. We have a 6664. Oh, now that's a general. I miss Zhongdu. I miss Zhongdu. It was so much fun. I didn't have to do anything. You just get the best generals in the game, like 100 years before other people can. You're fired. You don't have a 6-6, you're out of here. Okay, you have 5 siege though, you get to stay. Who is close? Okay. Let's drill these good generals. Maybe we can drill them into being good. Okay. Better. We can drill them to being better. There are 3 Dustins. Maybe they're all brothers. Okay, Jade. I'll do 1 general just for you. Are you ready for this? The fabled 6-6-6-6. Boom! Close. Very close. Unfortunately, you're not a 6-6 though, so not good enough. Aristocratic gives siege. Well, if I didn't just waste all my mill points on trying to get a general, we might have been able to do that. But I did, so probably not. Probably not. Aristo is kind of counter to Stalbor's lore. Yeah. We're not exactly the oppressive dudes aristocracy requires. You know, policy gives siege as well. Is it their monarchy? I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. But maybe we become a republic. Who knows? Man, how's that league war going? Y'all are going crazy over there. I think the Regent Court's gonna win. Nope. No. No. It's not. How long do elves live? 300 years. Well, this one's Craven, so I guess they live longer. At least 300 years. All right, this 1 corps will complete our southern shores. And then we'll complete the Great Keep. And then we gotta work on this opinion thing with people. Bring the diplomats back. Bring them back. Anbennar cost. You are one of the people that I need to make happy. So let's start improving with you. The rent. Let me offer you. Oh, this actually might be the best time. Because I can offer them all military access. Yo, wait. The tech? The tech? Influence them? Is that the 1444 guy? Ebenion? I don't know. Yes. Inaugurated 1444. He's hanging on. He's hanging on. The people crave cheese fed. Wait, is Koboldzan in this? No. They're just dying. Let's just start influencing people. Alright, our southern shores. Having liberated Corvuria from their parasitic vampire overlords, pacified the gnoll-infested Folly, and conquered the coastal lands of Ordia, southern ESCANN is now firmly within our grasp and the latest addition to the many lands under our sway. These new lands are, however, separated from the core of our realm by impassable mountains and inhospitable swamps, leaving their inhabitants vulnerable to predation of foreign powers. We must ensure that our holdings are properly fortified to deter any opportunistic raider or would-be conqueror. Both the restoration of ancient Castinorian citadels and the construction of new fortifications is needed to secure the south. We get an Arturo's Watch chapter in Valord, which we do have to do. Ooh, it's in their coastal one. Why not? Why not do the coastal one? And the Great Keep. Over the last decades and centuries, our builders have uncovered many secrets of their craft, long thought lost, by studying the construction and architectural marvels like the Marhold or Castanorian citadels. And they do not rely solely on the discovered practices of the ancients, but have developed innovative solutions for the many issues caused by the reconstruction of entire cities and massive fortifications. It is now time to put that expertise to good use and erect the greatest fortification ESCANN has ever seen on the former site of the Blades Keep. May the Great Keep develop an even more exalted reputation than its illustrious predecessor. To the end of the game, it gets +2 attrition for enemies, +1 fort level, 25% local garrison size. Wow. A second level 3 farmlands fort. I guess it's the only farmland. A second flatland fort. Huge. More leader siege? What? +1 leader siege? Oh, I did my mass recruiting too early. Oh, we only have 82 army tradition. Oh no. We could get another pip. Break, dude. What did you miss? Victory. Well, I do still have to do one more thing. 10 provinces. Need to have 150 opinion owner. It's only 150 opinion. I can make that work. That's 2. Three, 4. 5. 6. Rogeria ruined that one. That's 6. Start improve with Moonhaven. Would be 7. Moonhaven would be 8. That's Istralor, not who I wanted to guarantee. Yeah, they're gonna hate me forever. I lost count. I think we're on 8, right? No, Goed hates me. We've been rival. Well, no, unfortunately not. We were rivals for too long. I mean, Sagamber could get me one. Westham could get me one. Goed's taking a lot. The Rhineland Temple would ally me. We just start allying people, influencing them. Sell titles if we need more money. Take on the foreign debt of you. Why are you still not willing to? Oh, because I'm allied to your rival. Damn. Offer you mill access. That's going to get the Rhineland Temple up over 150. I think I'm 1 short. Westham hates me because I'm a heretic. Can I get you there? I could get you there with time. Send you 600 ducats. Go ahead, sell titles here. 2 to 125. I can insult Bjarnrik. Scornful insult there. That gets Moonhaven to 150. I'm still short. I need another one. Oh my goodness. Improve with Laurent as well. Yeah, should be the Ryland Temple back up above. Yeah, I wish this tooltip told me how many I have. Ibavar? No. It's gotta be... It's the easiest way to do this would be Core Knights. So I guess Vern. I am allied to Rival, though. But... if I scornfully insult their... Vern's a great power? Aw, piss off, dude. There's no way. What, he has the Leech Jinx, so he's a great power now? That's insane. You wish. You wish, man. You lost land to Busalar. Yeah, well, I don't think we should do Vern. The Gamber... No, let's have aggressive expansion, but will ally me. Is Busalar a great power? No. I guess it's because Vern's embraced the institution, but that's crazy. That's insane. Vern is paying off the game. Amber's got a 566. That looks like a talented, ambitious daughter. Still vivid on their throne. That's 157. Is that not enough? Wex is 136. 161. There we go. The Watch over Canor. Arturo's Watch has been instrumental in guarding Stalbor against enemies from without as well as from within since its founding. But the ambitions of the Watch do not end at the borders of Stalbor. As the Watch has been fiercely protective of its relative independence since its founding many years ago, its leadership has now declared the intention of establishing new Watch chapters far beyond our borders and promoting the ideals of peaceful coexistence of all sentient races and protection under the law for all who are willing to abide by it to the rest of Canor. Let us hope for the sake of all inhabitants of Canor and beyond that their efforts bear fruit. The event The Watch sees all, the Watch guards all, the Watch shelters all happens. In addition, Vernham gets upgraded to the Administrative Center, which is -5 local unrest plus 250% local tax plus 80 governing capacity. And Bladeskeep is upgraded to Military Center plus 2,500 manpower plus 10 land force limit, 40% effectiveness, minus 100% local fort maintenance. And New Corveld gets the Watch Naval Center, plus 2,500 sailors, plus 20 naval force limit, plus 200% blockade force required, minus 50% local ship cost. Damn, you can get some crazy blockade force required because with this thing. The Watch sees all, the Watch guards all, the Watch shelters all. The fateful decision to establish Arturo's Watch as an autonomous agency cooperating within but not beholden to the government of Stalbor, answerable only to the Emperor himself, has been a turning point in Stalborian history. With the Watch ensuring the equal protection of all inhabitants of Stalbor, regardless of their race, origin, or creed, they have been instrumental in transforming the desolate wastelands of southern ESCANN into the thriving realm it is today. By offering shelter to all who are willing to abide by the laws of the land, our country has been settled by people hailing from as many different lands and belonging to many disparate races. But the current generation of Watchers have far more reaching ambitions than merely ensuring the proper enforcement of justice for all within the borders of Stalbor. In their view, justice should be granted to all sentients, regardless of their origins, and not just to those residing within Stalbor. They aim to expand the operation of Arturo's Watch far beyond our borders, reaching agreements comparable to the one they operate under within our lands with the rulers of other realms, and establish chapter houses all over Canor and maybe even beyond. Okay, so we give all of those provinces a bunch of Arturo's Watch chapters, which is good for them. And it helps those provinces be better. Doesn't give me anything though. But I did get the mega upgraded one. Alright, well there it is. That's the Stalbor mission tree. No world conquest? No necessary 10,000 development? We only have 1,300 development? This is wonderful. We stayed for the most part, except for this one province right here, inside Lower Castanor, and then down into Dostanor as well. We have two regions. Well, I guess 4 regions, technically speaking. No Deepwoods Conquest? No Deepwoods Conquest. It's fine. Technically, we already own most of it. More nice mission tree. Shame stops here. I disagree. I think it's fine to have shorter mission trees. Just nice, to the point. You know, it's all about integrating the races early. I mean, it's strong. It is a strong mission tree. The fact that you get Army of Halan this early into the game is crazy. I mean, you see our generals are insane. You always go on your own, conquer all the watch chapters. That's true. That's true. You could decide to just say, nah, I don't want peace, and just conquer all of Canor, and then you get a couple more watch chapters. Would be cool if you could flip to blade marches. Well, you could have. You did get the option. You got the option to switch to the blade marches. Now form Castanor. Can't. We made the decision to not form Castanor. That was also an option that was given to you. You could form Castanor and not get as many bonuses in your capital, or you could say, you suck, Castanor, and get some more stuff, which is pretty good. I think the play would be to finish conquering ESCANN and go Dove Throne Reward if you want all the chapter houses. I mean, yeah, we could have taken all of ESCANN so easily. So easily. These orcs have been sitting here for, I don't know, 50 years, just asking to be conquered, and I just let them sit there. Like, we could have gotten the permanent claims on Inner Castanor and just munched. Munch. So Stalbor and Deepwood, a co-op friendly game. Yeah, I suppose so. Look at one of the cities. I mean, it's just going to be a province modifier. Arturo's Watch Chapter. -1 local unrest, 0.5 local goods produced. And they can upgrade it and get more force limit or more governing capacity. And if they somehow get 5 to 10, they get a countrywide bonus. Oh, no expiration date. That's the achievement right there. All right, that was good. This is your first mission tree for the mod? Well, thank you for making it. I enjoyed it. I thought that was very fun. And I resisted my urge to conquer all of ESCANN. Do I have 10 of each? No. I don't know if I have 10 of any. I just kind of chose different ones each time. Next time you're doing someone absolutely terrible. Ah, an elf. I see. I see. Bum 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 bum. Super Gefallen really makes the player wish it was an alt canon timeline. Yeah, I mean Stalbor does make it to the Consolidation Wars, I believe, but after that I'm not sure. And it was cool to see the monsters win in Bulwar. They're losing now. Eventually Sarian decided they were going to go to war, but for a long time the Harpies and the Goblins hung out. I've done Ordia. Yeah, I've played as Ordia. It's a nice short mission tree. Next game, Rosande, to get the opposite of Stalbor? No. I think the next game is Civ 6. Or 7. 7. You can get some additional country modifiers if you conquer and upgrade a lot of chapters. Okay. Yeah, I think, because we don't have enough time for another run. I can't stream for most of the next couple of days. So I think we just come back on the 6th. We play some Civ 7. And one of two things are going to happen. Either one, We're going to play a game. I'm going to like it. It's going to be fine. And then we're going to go back to playing Anbennar. Or 2. My sleeping schedule is about to get real bad. Real bad. And I'm not going to sleep, and I'm only going to play. So we'll see which one it is. It's going to be one or the other. Well, that does mean no stream for 4 days. Right? 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. 4 whole days without a Poe Mew stream? What are you even going to do? I know what you could do. Exclamation point VOD. There's old VODs to watch. You could have missed some of those runs. People ask me all the time if I've played this nation or that. Well, it might be on the VOD channel, and you should go watch it. Ah, pretty good, right? Pretty good. Trying to play EU4 and Endless Legends. That's fair. That's fair. Endless Legend 2 is coming soon. Yeah, but it's gonna be early access, right? So we'll see. Is it like a early access where it's like really early, or is it early access where like it's kind of done, but they want people to get their hands on it? Shameless plugging. I thought it was a good transition. I thought it was pretty good. That wasn't planned. I was just like, yeah, I got it. Also, exclamation point Discord. If you want to join the Discord, I'll have some more info in there about when we're going to start stream on that day. I don't know if we're going to start any earlier because I'm going to have no patience and I want to start playing. Let me tell you what. The evening of the 5th, I'm going to have the most iron will of all time to not just open Civ 7 and start playing. But you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for stream. That way, it's very fresh, and we go through it together. All right? You want to play Civ 7? It's so expensive. Don't buy it yet, then. Don't do it. Don't do it. When I have a game that I want to play, I just watch people play it if I don't want to buy it. Could be me. Could be someone else. That way, you know for sure if it's something that you want to purchase. And that way you know you're not wasting your money, that you'll actually put good time into it. That's what I do. Rename Port Your Hair to Port Landshark? Yo, Jeff? Yo, Jeff Gaming? I can't believe Jeff Gaming. I think I am playing Marvel Rivals tonight with the homies. Real Jeff the Landshark. Not me, dude. I'm Invisible Woman all the way, man. They do need to make some changes in the game, make it less, you know, triple support. That shit sucks. That sucks. Sucks to play as, sucks to play against. But I do love playing Invisible Woman. And no, I did not buy the skin. Don't. Did you buy? I knew it was coming. No, I didn't. Okay? By the eye of Agamotto. I do love playing Doctor Strange too. Dude, the voice lines for their ultimates, very good. Very good. It gets stuck in the brain. Who do I hate the most? Who do I hate the most in Marvel Rivals? Black Panther. Dude just doesn't aim. He goes through your team, and you're like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to hit him? How am I supposed to do anything? Is it worth playing, or is it only if you enjoy hero shooters? I mean, I think it's fun. It's definitely more fun if you have friends to play with, though. If you don't have any homies to play with, like, you gotta kind of like hero shooters to really get into it. But if you got friends to play, fun to go in and mess around. Yeah, all right. So the 6th, I'll be back on the 6th. We'll play Civ 7. It'll be great. Have a good couple of days, guys. All right, go outside, touch some grass, or watch more YouTube. That also works too. I get it. I get it. But that is going to be it for today. Again, Discord. I'll give some updates about the Civ 7 stream and all that. I don't know who we're going to play. I don't know anything. We're going to get into it. It'll be great. It'll be great. But that's going to be it. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.